you were gonna
Saying
fight,
it.
you're probably training more.
I'm giving
Than, like, the
straight
average-
llama sauce.
Bro, you got issues.
What? Llama
Anyways.
sauce is great.
Anyways,
How would you know?
Wait, where did that
That's
come
actually
from?
the best thing I saw this week. I gave my girl some llama sauce.
Wait, what
Where
is
did that
that?
come
Where did
from?
yeah? You just made that up? Like some
No, my homeboy in college, he would always just be like llama sauce, like just like, and he would call it.
Cool story. Next topic.
And if you ain't fucking with this podcast, then you're just a bitch ass trick.
welcome back to another episode of Save It for the Pod, episode number 85. As Phil said earlier. Yes, Ocho Cinco.
Yes, sir.
We got the whole squad.
Throwback to an early episode when Lukey was too scared to talk to him on the plane.
Oh, yeah. Did we ever talk about that on the pod?
Yes,
Yeah,
we
we did.
multiple
Yeah.
times.
We do
'Cause he's a
not.
little
Yeah, we don't need
bitch.
to revisit that.
We can though. We're always good for revisiting.
We don't need to.
We probably could have
revisit
got him on a
that.
pod, but you was a bitch.
We definitely would not have been able to get him on the pod.
If you guys,
No, Ocho Cinco is like the one person, if you ask,
Probably.
he
You
would
think?
pull up.
him
Matt,
then.
when he used to live in Cincinnati, Ocho like came to their apartment to play FIFA.
That's a little bit different though.
That's
not that
no.
bad.
How?
it's
He
pull
loves
up,
FIFA.
and he loves interacting with people.
he loves podcasts.
and he loves his
Yeah.
fans. Yeah. and
Oh,
Zach's his
okay,
fan.
okay.
Anyways, so whole squad.
If you
and this
haven't
bitch.
noticed, Luke has shaved his face, so he's acting a little different.
Yeah. Acting like a baby back bitch, as Phil would always say. But Luke in the building, Phil in the building, AJ in the building. We got our dog Q resting, relaxing, and then we got me. But how y'all boys been this week?
Been good. No complaints.
Good.
Made it through the week. It's Friday, so I'm good.
Bet,
If you would have
bet.
asked me like on Wednesday, I'd have been like, I hate it. I'm
How
good.
it feel to be a Floridian again?
It's hot.
Because you got dual citizenship in both states.
I do, but it's cool.
Good,
It's
good.
I do kind of miss the weather, even though I wasn't prepared for it up there. But once it starts getting winter, I'll be like, oh, I can do it for a week.
Okay. Luke, Phil, how y'all
I mean, I
boys
worked
been?
from home all week.
Oh, did you?
which was
That's
nice.
lit.
Yeah. Which was lit.
You didn't do anything then, huh?
I mean, I worked. No, I worked. I
Nah,
had
I'm just
to.
kidding. Yeah.
Because my boss was sending me a million emails.
Mm-hmm.
So,
To make sure you was working.
I mean, but I was, so.
What about you, Phil?
For the record, Luke was working.
Week was straight, G. I be feeling dumb as hell every day I'm at work, so I'm trying to get over that. And then
You're never going to get over that.
I feel like I'm not. Usually conquer my rules pretty quickly. Well, not even really quickly, because I'm a slow learner. But like
But once you get him, you got him.
when I get him, I got him. I haven't hit my stride yet. I feel like I'm still struggling.
Yeah.
Oh, how
And,
long has it been?
3-4 months.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't think I'm hitting my stride for about another 3-4 months.
Yeah, that's fine. Though. It's a step up. It's not gonna happen as fast as the last one, probably.
Shit, the last one ain't happened fast either. I was at that because it's
And
funny.
He just said that. He's not a
Oh.
fast learner.
No, I was at the point where they're like, well, you got to start, like my last position, I was at the point where it's like, you got to start getting this shit. And I had to reiterate to him, like, yo, I'm a slow learner. Like, I just don't
You
learn
should ask
quickly.
them if they had the
'Cause,
ESC
like,
training.
you got to, like, really break shit down to a very
Yeah.
elementary level for me because I think everything's super simple.
Mm-hmm.
So I like to understand concepts really easy. But a lot of people in, like, corporate America don't know how to do that. And I'm like, I get what you're saying, but you got to help me understand it. And this is how I need to understand it. Like, I need you to dumb it all the way down. Because when I talk to people and when I talk to, like, customers and stuff, and I just make it really simple. Like, I try to make it so you could explain to a 5th grader. So that's how I like to learn it.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's hard.
Yeah, you gotta learn the minutia of it so you can understand the bigger.
Yeah. So my last position, like, it was funny because they were like, I was at that point where it's like, yo, this nigga might be slow. And it's like, yo, I might get fired because I'm not, like, learning quick enough. And then
Yeah.
I was like, give me time, I'll be all right. So, like, a month later, it clicked. And then it clicked, and I ended up being, like, the best one on my team, which is
Okay.
wild.
That's
so it's
good,
like,
that's
I'm
good.
trying to find that now. It's like, all right, I'm really, really taking my time. And then my boss is like, because I told my boss, like, I'm very transparent in any role I'm in. I told my boss, like, you're going to get frustrated with me because you have to repeat a lot of stuff over. I'm like a child. You don't have to keep repeating this stuff for me to get it. He was like, all right. So now it's happening. And he's like, I feel like I keep telling you the same thing. I'm like, you are. But now it's starting to make sense because I'm hearing it more. That makes
Yeah.
sense? Because that's,
Yeah.
how,
Yeah,
that's
that
just
does
how,
make sense. It
that's
makes
kind of how I
sense.
grew
Repetition.
up. Yeah, so I'm repetition. And I told him that, I'm like, I have to see things over and over again, and it has to click. He was like, well, did you take notes last time? I was like, I did take notes, but I lost my notes, which is the problem. So now I'm putting it in my OneNote.
Yeah, you should put it on like you said, OneNote
Yeah,
or
I put it on
Google
I wrote it in
Drive
my
or some
notebook
shit.
and then it scribble, and I'm like, go look for it. I'm like, I can't find this shit. So it's just like, and then every day, like something happens where I just feel like, damn, I'm stupid as shit. So that's just dealing with that has been kind of interesting, because like in this position, it's so much information, bro. Because it's like, it's so much information, and every situation is not the same. So like sometimes I think I get like an easy estimate or something, and I'm like, oh, bet I'm finna knock this estimate out. I get to that estimate, I think it's simple. I send it to my boss. He's like, well, you didn't have this, you didn't think about that. I'm like, bro, I didn't think I had to.
Yeah.
Okay, now I know. And then I get another, and I'm like, it looks similar to this one, and do the same thing. I'm like, I definitely added this. I'm like, I killed this shit. Send to him, you missing this? I'm like, bro, what the fuck? What you mean? So it's just like,
It's a learning curve, that's all.
yeah, man. But
Because it seems like everything's very situational also.
it is, but the pressure's still there to like be efficient.
Yeah.
And it's like we already backed up and delayed because we backed up and delayed to be efficient, and like performing as a company, we're not doing well, so our bonus is not gonna hit like they hit last year, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is.
Yeah. At work we did this thing, this is really my team, called Tilt 365. It's like not like a personality test, but kind of, and it kind of identifies what your strong suits are, what you kind of, what it's called tilt because there's like it's a circle and there's quadrants, and then which way you tilt based on how you answer these
Do y'all
questions.
like those things?
This one I usually don't. I also kind of didn't like this one, but the report's like 27 pages, and like it's pretty accurate. And even like if you also go into it, like there's a few things like, all right, I don't really feel like that, and that's gonna be the cases. They're not always gonna have you down 100%, but it's probably the best one I've done.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even have said
We've
anything.
actually done that. Of course, we've done like the strength finders.
You did
and
the
all
tilt
that
one?
shit. I'm pretty sure I've done that before.
But the
Did you
strength
do-
finder is the big, like the most.
Yeah,
Did you do
well-
the one
That's
where
the
like
one
there's
for
like
365 definitely sounds familiar. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure I did that.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Strengths Finder is the one that kind of like tell you the profession you'd best be in,
Yeah.
or some shit like that.
No,
Yeah.
well, I mean,
Yeah.
kind of, but not
I need to go
really.
do that one,
It's
man.
more like just your strengths
Yeah,
and
yeah.
where you need to work on.
Yeah, I mean, every job I've
Everything.
been at, we've done like some variation of it.
Yeah.
And every single time, like this shit just annoys me.
Why?
Because like I feel like I'm pretty self-aware, but even if I weren't, I know myself, like, not that I'm not going to try to better myself, but it's like, I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Never mind. I just don't like it. I
No,
don't
because
Yeah.
even if you were self-aware,
yeah.
it changes over time. Like as you
Yeah,
grow,
yeah.
it changes. Not only that, but when you're working in a team, which you work in a
Mhm.
team, you work in a team. We
Right.
all like work in some
Yeah.
sort of a
Ish,
team,
yeah.
right?
It's good to understand.
It's good to
others.
understand, yeah, what your teammates' strengths are, so that you know, okay, their strength is in that, so let me help them with that, and then maybe they can help me.
Yeah,
with
but
That-
I
yeah,
also
this one-
every job I've been
Yeah.
at, I've never seen my like coworkers' results. It's just like we do ours, and then
Yeah.
Oh no, every school I've been to, Butler, Kentucky, well not NSU, but Butler and Kentucky, what we've done is we do it as a team, and then we sit down afterwards and kind of compare
no, we've never done that.
ours and how like how it'll help us like function and be more efficient as a group, as a
Got
team.
you.
I don't work in a team like that. Ours is like we work individually, and then we only come together when some shit got to get
Yeah.
solved. So it doesn't really matter what my teammate do.
I mean, it, would
'cause
Yeah,
it might
so
still help.
The
though.
one that
Nah.
I think you're talking about, Zach, is the 16 personalities one, or you have the campaigner, it is strength and weaknesses, romantic relationships.
This Gallup Strength Fund.
Yeah,
Is
the
what it is,
Gallup is the
Gallup.
one we've done.
Yeah. So
But
maybe
Tilt
maybe the
360
tilt also,
Yeah,
but this one also tells you how tells you what your flip side mirror is, which is
Mm-hmm.
your opposite,
mm-hmm.
Yeah, that
and then
does
how
too, I
how
think.
to communicate with them, and then your the two allies, and how you can best collaborate, communicate with them too. So
Yeah,
it
gotcha.
was pretty cool.
Got you. All right, we can get into the topics unless anybody got anything else.
No?
Luke look like a bitch without facial hair, and I'm just playing.
But yeah, I brought it up because I kind of want to see kind of want to have everyone do it and see what ours are, what ours come out.
Send
to
it to us.
I
so we
still-
can
I'm
do
pretty
it.
sure. I
I
think
still
me and
have
Phil's are
mine.
probably really similar.
Send it to me so I can do it, because I'm interested to see.
I think you might have to pay, but
What?
yeah, it's one of them.
Niggas taxing, bro.
You gotta pay
but-
for Gallup too.
Y'all ain't
But
got no
usually the
school
school pays
discount?
for it.
Ain't got no discount codes because y'all
I mean,
got companies?
Usually, it's like the supervisor that sets that shit up.
Yeah, when they do like school fund, or not school, but like it's like learning funds that they have. They probably have it. You should suggest it. Go to your supervisor or whatever, and even your big team, so you know how to communicate with those other people. And I'm like, damn, look at Phil bringing these ideas.
Yeah, maybe. Or like I don't know. It's we don't work like, you know what I mean? Because it's like insurance and
Yeah.
it's different, bro. It's
Yeah, but
more
I mean,
so, like the team
if
aspect
you're-
of it
Yeah.
is so, because we so out in the field and independent. There's no real team aspect. So
Yeah, but also
like, you know
it
what
tells you how like to communicate with people and how other people
Yeah, not
prefer to learn.
I mean? Yeah.
So that's why that's why I thought of it after you said, like there was like it seemed like there's a disconnect that he was not understanding.
Yeah, you don't have to just incorporate it to like your work. It's also like your everyday life, your personal life, like how you
Yeah.
communicate with Danny. It might help that.
I bet communicate good.
You communicate
Straightforward.
good.
Yeah, man, I'm straightforward. It's the best
Right, but
communication.
yeah, so you communicate straightforward. Maybe that's not how like she needs to receive
receives it. Yeah.
Yeah.
it. Right. That's the thing about things.
Yeah, that sound like a
See,
herp.
no,
I'm just-
last pod you were talking about just existing.
I'm just playing. I'm
No,
doing
like-
better. We communicate. We
Alright, bet.
we communicate all the time. Actually, we often
Oh,
talk
yeah.
about how we to communicate effectively and stuff. It's one of those things. I like to be what do you call that? Present. I like to be present.
Okay. But with the topics, so Florida got 2 stories this past week. So first is the Parkland shooter. Unfortunately, he did not get sentenced to the electric chair or
Bro.
I didn't know they still had.
Wait,
death
you
penalty.
say
I didn't-
Yeah, for
unfortunately.
real.
Well, because they wanted the death penalty for him.
yeah, the death
Yeah,
penalty.
but I don't know if
that was the word I was looking for. I just in the moment I couldn't think of.
No,
what
My
it
The
man was like, yo,
unfortunately part is
unfortunately. Yeah, same.
I mean,
agree with
technically,
you.
it is
gotta-
unfortunate because he should have got the death
Yeah.
penalty. If anything
That-
warrants
Yeah.
getting a death penalty, that warrants getting a death penalty.
Yeah, but I mean life in prison.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I
you
feel
killed
like-
14 people. Was it 14 people?
19, I thought, or 17. Or
Yeah.
something.
Regardless, like wishing
Yeah, it
death
don't
on
really matter.
anyone is wrong all the time.
No, I
Yeah,
don't.
no,
I don't-
I'm with
don't
AJ, I
think-
think.
I actually don't think that.
I don't think anyone
No.
should get the death penalty.
That's wrong.
I think they should spend life in prison,
No,
And, like
because
without
you pay-
without opportunity for parole, but
which I kind of.
This is where I disagree, and I'll
Uh-huh.
tell you why.
Well, let me also preface. I was more so speaking from the perspective of the parents and the victims'
Yeah.
families.
Okay.
I'm
Well,
indifferent.
you know what they want.
I'm assuming they would want this nigga to get murdered.
I mean, there
The thing
are a
is,
lot of
if I
times where
was-
the
if I
families
was
are like,
emotionally
"Oh, I don't
invest-
want this person."
yeah, if I was
Yeah.
emotionally invested, I don't know how I'd feel. Like
Yeah.
I don't know until I get to that situation.
Yeah.
But just in general, I feel like
Yeah, Zach Bemmel is indifferent.
You-
As long as they're in jail, not affecting anybody else, I'm indifferent.
Phil is that nigga should have got the death penalty.
And I
Now, I'm gonna
normally
tell you why.
Sorry, you got it.
go ahead.
He should have got the death penalty because, and I'm not I'm not anti death penalty. I'm very selective on. I'm like more selective of who should get it and when. So I
Mhm.
think in cases of mass shooters where it's clear as day, and it's no refutable evidence that this person did it.
Mhm.
So like, yeah, we got this guy. It's confirmed that he killed. He should get the death penalty, and because you killed 19 people, so you give
Mhm.
families some kind of sauce, like some kind of resolution. But then 2, it's less the taxpayer has to
Oh,
pay
that's true. I just thought
to
about
keep him in
that.
prison all those years. There's no
Right.
point in keeping him in prison that long, from my opinion.
That's a good
How
point.
what percentage of your taxes do you think
It,
goes
it
to
don't matter.
It yeah,
It
I
doesn't
mean,
matter.
the more, I don't know if it matters or not. I'm not
Doesn't
ready
matter
to
at
make
all.
a decision on how I feel, but but that is a
Like as
A
a
good
taxpayer, if I had the choice, like if we took if they gave taxpayers polls, I'm like, should this guy get the death penalty? Not yeah, because I don't want. Even if it's 0.2, it's like
My man said, "Yeah, because I don't want to pay taxes."
he was like, no,
So
if,
what-
you know what I'm
what-
saying. Even if it's like 2% of my
He's like,
taxes,
"Everybody, fucking
If
die."
it's like 2% of my taxes
Everyone
that
gets
go to the
elected.
prison system, it's like I'd much rather that go to a prisoner that can be reformed and has a chance of getting out,
Right.
as opposed to somebody I know is just going to ride in jail. Like
Yeah.
off him, get rid of him, get rid of the problem, and set the example.
Yeah, my only thing is if we do have the death penalty in Florida, and we're not giving it to him, then it's like what
The hell is it
cases
for?
and who are we giving it to?
Exactly.
well. The other thing with the death penalty is like, you know how many people have been on death row that didn't commit crimes?
Yeah, that's very true.
But that's why I said
But
if it's
was-
irrefutable
okay, you said
evidence,
it,
yeah,
yeah.
I made it very
This-
clear. Like
yeah, this
something
we
like
know.
this, yeah. If something like, oh, it's questionable, no, let him ride, and you can give him time to take it back to trial. Case like this, the police caught him red-handed.
Yeah.
I feel
What
like
do you think is
all
the
mass
worst? What do you
shooters
think
should
is the
get
worst punishment?
death penalty?
No, I think
What's-
that's the easy way out.
I don't think so.
A lot of I shouldn't say a lot of mass shooters. I feel like mass shooters, they'll shoot up the place and then they'll kill themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Or expect to die by
Yes,
police?
yes, because that's the easy way out. Like, I I'm not for prisons.
You're not
to
a
begin
psychology
with.
major either,
No, I'm not.
so you don't know what they're thinking.
Exactly.
But
And I'm not for prisons. And I'm not for the death sentence. But if I
You're
had
not
to
for
choose
prisons.
if I had to choose one
Yeah,
or the
Luke's
other, I
talked
would
about
put
this
him.
before.
I would put him in prison.
Why?
so hold on. If you're not for prison, and you're not for the death,
But if
penalty-
I said if I had to choose,
okay.
I feel like
So why are you not
no,
for
no.
prison?
The reason I don't really trust and believe in the judicial system.
Right.
So definitely minor crimes, especially like drug offenses and stuff like that. I feel like it should be more like counseling than putting people behind bars.
Okay.
And that's what a lot of foreign countries do, and we talked about that
Mhm.
as well. But obviously, like major crimes like this, I mean, you're choosing between the death penalty and this person spending life in jail. That's why I think.
There's still some type of prison. So as you're saying, I'm against prison.
Like,
Maybe
what's
I would
the
say
solution
I'm
for criminals?
unequivocally against private prison, for sure.
Okay. Yes.
Absolutely.
I can say that.
But
for-profit
just prison in
prisons,
general, I don't know.
No, you need
You
need a criminal, like you need a prison system or a jail system or some type of punishment system.
I don't disagree with that.
You're
I don't know.
pro-crime.
No, I'm not pro crime.
he's
I
pro-crime.
just don't believe in the judicial system that it's fair for all people.
It's not.
And there are a lot of people behind bars who shouldn't be.
Mm-hmm.
Probably I would think the majority of people.
Okay.
Yeah. Well,
Because-
okay.
because-
majority is high.
You
I
can
don't know, I
say
wouldn't
that.
say majority.
You can say that without saying I
No,
don't
would
believe
think
in
the
prison. Or
I guess I
don't
could
think
say
there
that,
should be
yeah,
prison.
without saying that.
That you don't believe in the you don't believe the judicial system is fair, because then
Yes.
it's two
But I
different
also
things.
feel
But
like
the judicial
what-
system is what puts those people.
Yeah, and I
behind
think what
bars.
Luke, not to speak for you, Luke, but I think what you're also trying to say is you don't believe that prison should be the way that it is structured right now. Because I know
Yes.
when we've discussed this in a previous pod, we talked about, you and Phil also agreed on this, that how it's like free slave labor, this and that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Minorities are more greatly affected.
Overrepresented
Y-
in prison.
Yeah. Unfairly.
Right.
Mhm.
And then they're put to work doing odd jobs outside of prison sometimes. Inside prison, outside, doesn't matter. For pennies. Like
On the
pennies a
dollar.
week.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That once slavery ended, this is how the new slavery began.
Well, yeah, because slavery in that
And
aspect is still legal.
that's why I'm against it. Judges are putting, like, we just saw the judge who I can't even remember. He was like
No,
paid
I know
to
what you're
put
saying.
like young black boys in prison
Yeah, they were like
wrongfully.
right. It was in Philadelphia or something. No, I get what you're saying. I just
you
wanted
know,
you to
and I'm not
expand
explaining
because-
it the best.
right.
But you're also, but what it sounds like is you're against the privatization of prison because pretty
mean,
much
That the one where you're talking about was
Yes,
private prison.
that's
also.
private
yes.
prison. Then also you're against how prisons aren't, like we mentioned in an earlier podcast, rehabilitative places.
They're not.
So they're just punishment based
Yes.
places where you just
and I
go
feel
to
like they
serve
should
time,
be.
and they don't get you apt to
Exactly.
come back into society, be
Yeah.
a functional citizen. But it's created to be to have a high recidivism rate.
So you would,
But the
you're
way-
saying,
the way they-
you're
the way
saying
they-
you,
okay,
you want prison reform, not that you're against prison.
I guess yeah. That's,
Yeah,
that's a
so
better way to put
so
it.
that's why when you said I was
That's
like,
a better
hold
way
on,
to
yeah.
put it. Yes.
Don't be over here pro crime, buddy, and move to California with that shit. Just kidding.
This isn't on the list, but it is something that Tatiana asked me the other day. If y'all were on death row, what would your final meal be?
Oh, jeez. Could you ask for like multiple meals?
You can ask whatever you
I
want.
think you
Yeah.
could ask
Last
for
meal,
literally.
yeah.
That's
whatever.
what I thought.
I don't know. I have to. Y'all know I'm fat, so like.
Wait, do they wait until you finish?
Huh?
Do they wait until
They
you
let you eat
finish?
your meal.
Yeah,
They
I
let you eat
think
it?
I think you
So if
Like
you
the
get
day
did
to-
before or something.
Yeah.
But if you can't finish it, like, do they let you like wait for the leftovers?
Yo,
Take
he's
the
like, I
leftovers?
want a buffet. He's just gonna take years to finish it.
take years to eat.
Well, I'm definitely getting Oreos to snack on prior to anything. And then I do think I probably have like a sushi buffet or some shit like that.
Yeah, like a boat, like sushi boat thing.
Yeah.
I don't know, bro. That's
I
too much.
do-
That's too
Yeah, I don't know.
intense of a thought.
Are you allowed to?
Yeah, that's too much.
Do
I
they
don't
allow
know.
you to get alcohol or no?
Maybe wine. I'm not 100% sure.
Dang, yo.
I'd
Wait, why wine but not the others? Anything else?
I don't know.
You just guessing?
I'm thinking like maybe every time I've seen it depicted in movies, it's usually like wine or
Yeah, they
something.
want him to go out some class, you know?
Yeah.
Like, not just like
I
chug it
get
for a little
I get
class.
ramen.
Ramen.
I love ramen. I get
Nigga, your last meal and you probably eating ramen the entire
No,
time.
Wow,
I'm
you're gonna
also
jump on him
thinking
for
my guy
having
probably don't even eat ramen right now, but he'll eat ramen.
Can I finish?
Zach, you said Oreos. Come on.
I mean, yes, yes.
finish my
but
thought?
ramen, I feel like
Whoa, this
they-
is my last
Yes,
meal.
but they give you ramen in jail.
Not
Zach's
No,
like-
he's not talking
not
about like
oodles and
top
noodles,
ramen.
nigga.
He's talking about like
Oh, okay.
real.
Zach's like,
authentic-
you want
My fault,
ramen?
my
Fuck
fault.
it. You're
My fault.
like
my
Go
You're goner
Bistro.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My
nigga,
fault,
not
my
oodles
fault.
and noodles. I would say oodles and noodles.
My fault.
I would get ramen. I would get some homemade collard greens. Probably some sushi.
So with the hand.
Chocolate chip cookies and the salted caramel ice cream that I really like. That'd be my dessert and a vegan cheesecake.
Oh, are you still gonna be vegan on your?
I would be.
What?
That's the better question.
Yeah, that
The better
is.
question is
That's-
Phil. Would you be
'cause
vegan?
That's actually a
you're
good point.
you're
Actually,
it doesn't
actually,
make
I
sense.
think I would be.
You're doing it for your health.
Well, no,
You'd be a goner.
I might
do
get a
'cause I enjoy
burger.
it, though.
I might get a burger for
Yeah,
the one
like,
time for the
if
one
you-
time.
I'm still not eating tomatoes because I just don't. I eat everything else. I eat everything. So
That's because you don't like it.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but
So
Phil, you're vegan.
I was just
'cause-
saying things that I don't eat. I try to think of them, and I was like, oh, what would I want?
Aren't you vegan because you want to prolong your life?
well, yeah. I like being vegan because it helps
So
me
if you're
work
on
out
your
and stuff,
if you were on
too.
your deathbed,
and
wouldn't
just
be
learn
wor-
about
you
like
wouldn't be working
nutrition,
out.
it works best for me. But even if I'm dying, like in my mind, I would want the things that kind of make me feel well, right? I want the things that I enjoy. All the foods I enjoy now are plant based. So I wouldn't be like, oh, let me go get this because I miss
said
it.
most
Like,
all of the foods you enjoy.
well, yeah, well, like all the food I enjoy now is plant based. So I
you might
wouldn't
enjoy
think,
something
like,
else if you weren't plant based.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I would miss like. I don't know. I don't think I would miss something enough to where if I'm dying, I'm like, oh, let me get this before I die.
What
What's
if
that
you
chicken
get,
and
like-
I think I
waffle
would
place we
just
used to
eat
go
it.
to in West Palm?
I think I would just
Babies?
eat
I'd
it.
get that.
It doesn't exist anymore though.
Yeah.
Fuck.
It closed.
But I feel
Unfortunately.
like even
Or like
if
Phil
it-
have like pancake, like non-vegan pancakes. I feel like you should do that. At
that's
least.
exactly what it's not even like, oh, I need to get a burger or chicken or something like that, but just like a dessert, like chocolate chip cookies. Non-vegan chocolate chip cookies definitely taste better than vegan chocolate chip cookies.
to you. But if I get a non-vegan chocolate chip
Don't let
cookie
him
and I
fi-
don't
don't-
like it,
Don't
Then
let
you
him
just
fill
get
you into this.
just get both. Then you can
that's
get
the thing.
just like
what
let me
if
get
I-
a vegan version.
because it's my taste buds have adjusted. So if I get a
Yeah.
non, I'm
Nah,
like,
you
what
know
the
what?
fuck is this?
That's a good point. Maybe you don't do that.
I
Because
do
what
it.
if like on his last meal he has it all and he's like, damn.
This shit sucks? So like I'm straight.
He's like, no, not that it sucks. Like
I want to
I
live
wasted
longer.
all this time eating vegan.
I don't think I would do that because I mean I've had regular food before and it's
Bro, if
comparable.
I gave you a fresh homemade cookie and a fresh vegan homemade cookie and gave like if I just you would know which one was vegan or not. But there's no way you're gonna say the vegan one's better.
I've had some really good vegan cookies.
Bro,
we're not
ve-
denying.
love
we've,
isn't
yeah,
vegan.
we've had. I've had vegan desserts.
Vegan
but we've
desserts
had
are
ve-
really good.
No,
They're not
I'm
good.
not denying that.
I mean, they're not as good as.
But
Yeah,
I'm
they're not as good,
sure
right.
if it was the same company that made the vegan one and the non-vegan one, I'm sure the non-vegan one would taste better.
To you.
I mean, we don't need to argue
Don't
about it.
don't let them fill you into this.
Did y'all have anything else, Luke, AJ?
Food, bro, everything. You know.
Yeah,
like,
I don't
I'm
know.
gonna have. I'm
I-
gonna get. I'm
I
gonna
would
get
just
pulled
name
pork. I'm
everything
gonna get
that comes to my mind.
pasta carbonara. I'm gonna have
I need them to fly that shit in.
bao
from, like,
buns. I'm
Italy.
gonna have
Ooh, I'd get bao buns too.
what? What you gonna put in them?
I've had some really good bao buns, like mushrooms.
Oh, mushrooms. Okay.
So taiki mushroom bao buns are really good.
No, they're pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, dumplings. Definitely some sushi.
Some gyoza, vegetable
as much
gyoza.
like I need to somehow fit all this in my stomach though.
Yeah.
That's why I said you could just let it ride over the course of like a couple days.
Nah, because you have like one day to do it.
I'd probably get some roti too. Not gonna hold y'all. I really like
Some
roti.
roti.
I like roti a lot.
roadie.
I fuck roti.
Dang.
Yeah.
some
Doubles?
Indian-
Alright.
Maybe I would do like a
I like
a
doubles,
dish
but I like
from
rotis better.
from every cuisine.
And I like is it aloo pie? I like aloo
But you
pie
gonna
better
have
than
roadie by
doubles.
itself.
Nah, cause I like the spinach that come with it. The spinach.
All right, next.
Sorry, I had employees texting me, but
No, you're
back
good. I
to
just-
Why
what's
your employees texting you just late, Zach? What y'all went to?
happening. Well, they got shifts right now, and throughout
Zach's
the
gonna
weekend.
cut this from.
So I don't know if y'all saw, but there was a trans person in the news from South Florida named Hennessy Marie that apparently got a bunch of niggas caught up
Pregnant?
and then put them on blast, and now the entire Twitter and social media community is going in on all these niggas that were exposed.
Wait, so
Well, like, did they know? Like, she trapped him? Like, oh, hi.
Well, did
I
y'all
got
hear
penis.
about this story?
No,
No,
not
so
at all.
tell us.
I did.
You-
'Cause
okay.
I'm tapped in.
Yeah, I figured you would have heard about it.
He's
So
on the Twitter webs.
I am.
of course, everything that because she just went on Twitter yesterday and kind of exposed all these niggas. There were people that kind of defended themselves.
So for context, it's like Miami and Broward rappers.
Yes.
Oh,
yes,
so down here.
Yes.
Yeah, South Florida niggas.
And so
Bro, I typed in HE Hennessy Marie is already there, and Hennessy tells.
yeah, so apparently the dudes didn't know, but of course you have a bunch of girls and niggas on Twitter saying like, nah, they definitely gay. A lot of these niggas look gay. They knew. I mean,
She
from
looked
what I
like a
read,
man.
she has manly features. Like if you saw her on the street,
If you
I
saw
don't
that
think-
face, you'd know. It's
no,
a
I don't
transgender
think you'd
face.
instantly be like, oh, that's for sure a man. But if someone told you after the fact, you'd be like, oh, I definitely can see that.
You could.
Yeah.
That's a man. You could see
She
it.
definitely has. I don't know what she identifies as, what they identify as.
She's a man or she's a woman. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, I
She
don't.
looks
She
like
like-
she could have been a man. I don't.
This is her?
Yeah, yeah. So
She just
definitely,
looks like a strong woman.
yeah, exactly. So, from what I read, that person has a brand new box, so it's not like she had meat and she was definitely fucking niggas, but it's a crazy story. And now,
She
like
got-
I
Oh,
said,
so she got the surgery.
Yeah, she
Yes.
got GMO coochie.
GMO.
Oh my gosh, bro! So someone took a screenshot of like
Gee.
the search engine thing, and it's her name is Hennessy Dahmer, Hennessy Marie Dahmer, also known as Emmanuel Gonzalez, a North Miami sensation. This just happened yesterday.
Bro, people on Twitter got pictures.
What's
well,
today's
I don't know
date?
if it's real, but got pictures of her vagina.
Off the OnlyFans.
Do they?
Well, yeah. One said, "How did Hennessy fake pussy feel?"
Did y'all see that?
It looked real, but then some people think that it don't look real.
Yeah, I mean, I don't.
Like some people was
So
like,
you were
oh,
looking at
I haven't seen the vagina picture,
Look.
but
because some people is like, oh, that looks real, and I look, I'm like, that looks like a natural born coochie.
natural.
Oh no, I didn't see that one.
dang, so
I
you
saw
like
that one.
you would have kissed
See, I
it.
didn't see that.
I saw that one.
And I'm looking from mad far away. It looks like a regular vagina. So I don't know. It's tough because it's a slippery slope, a touchy subject that has been
But
going
see,
on
this
and
is
on
the thing though.
about transgenders that want to be identified as whatever they're claiming to be identified as. But then it's hard for, and I want to watch what I say, for all the other transgenders who aren't problematic at all to see someone else exposing other niggas and kind of being like they're gay, which kind of means that Hennessy Marie would identify as a male if she's calling other people gay and she's not identifying as a woman. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like she's a woman calling a dude gay for sleeping with her.
Yes.
So internally, you understand that you're not a woman, you're a man.
Yeah.
Because you're calling him gay. But then this is my thing, right? And I think we had talked about this previously. If she has a GMO coochie and
Bro, stop calling it
And-
GMO coochie.
and she doesn't have a male sex organ or whatever,
Yeah.
right? And the dude sleeps with her under the pretense that she's a woman. I don't think that makes them gay. If
No.
anything, they got duped, and I think it makes her looks worse. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it sounds like that's the case. Is like they was sleeping with what they thought was a chick that was what do you call that? Had a sexual transformation or whatever.
Yeah.
And so in their mind, she looks like a woman. I don't think she looks that feminine.
Ye-
She has titties. She has ass. She has cooch.
Yeah.
So
If
it's
it looks
not
like a
like-
duck, a duck walks like a duck.
it's
no
not like she
one-
whipped it out a wee wee and then they got to doing the dude because then that's
No
different.
one should be calling these guys that slept with this person gay at all. Because, like you said, they thought that they were sleeping with a woman.
Now if she had meat and
yeah.
they slept with him, nah, it's different. Then you what you on the DL
Yeah,
like
but,
it is what it is.
but,
Like, just- you know what I'm saying?
fuck, I was going to make a point. Now you made me forget what I was going to say. But yeah, obviously, if they had meat and still consented to it, that's a whole other story. I mean, some people will say, no, we're not going to call them gay because it's
You said if they had what?
Meat. Oh, meat.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wait, so people try to defend themselves, like the people who she exposed.
Well, yeah, because
Yeah,
they
'cause
were
they all, like,
saying,
rappers and
yeah, they
shit.
said they didn't know.
Oh,
Like, she went on, like, this Twitter rant and was like, oh, if I'm going down, bringing everybody with me. I don't know what
well-known
she...
people.
Nah,
Nobody
it's
I
like
knew.
local jokers.
Yeah.
I never heard these niggas, but I mean, for sure, if you're in the underground Miami hip hop scene,
Yeah,
you probably
maybe.
know these niggas. But
The only person I saw, and it wasn't related to this chick, but Steven Joe, a YouTuber, he got also caught sleeping with a tranny, like while wrapped up in all this other mess. A trans person, not a
you
tranny.
can't say trans.
Yeah, a trans
Yeah, I was like,
person.
bro, Steven
Um,
Joe. I never heard of him.
He
You
used
know
to,
Steven Joe,
yeah, he
bro.
used to make YouTube videos.
I'm looking him up right now.
But he was messing with someone that like actually had a
Had
dick
me.
though.
Yeah.
So his
Folks
plea,
ain't got no excuse.
yeah, he got kind of no excuse. But if that's what he's into, that's what he's into. That's none of my business.
Is it?
I actually had a
STV?
homie. Speaking of that, it was funny because I had a homie that was telling me about their experience with a transgender woman, and I was just like asking them questions, like trying to understand their logic.
Mm-hmm.
And they were pretty much saying that they knew the person was transgender, and although they felt uncomfortable sleeping with him, they did it even against their comfort because they liked the person. They liked the person, and I was like, "Yo, that's interesting."
So would they sleep with other trans people, or it was just like this is the one specific person that I would make the exception for because I like them that much?
I don't know, cause now when we talk about women, we talk about being out, right?
Yeah.
They are actively looking for cisgendered women,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like, yo, I'm trying to get on these bitches, and I'm like, are you? Like,
See, you can't hold
really?
that against them, bro.
I'm not.
Because that's exactly why people are
Like,
scared
because I'm talking to him as like, what are you identifying as the batches?
Yeah.
Right. Like, what is your identification? Because they said they on their profiles they would be open to non-binary people.
Okay.
But then they also, in the same vein, was just like, I did it, and I don't feel gay, and it was uncomfortable, and I don't know if I would do it again. But you would date another non-binary. Like, I'm confused. I was just confused the whole conversation, which is why I was trying to gain understanding. And it wasn't like, I wasn't criticizing the homie. Like,
Yeah.
they must have felt open enough to have that
So
conversation with me.
what
you
do
know
they
I'm saying?
identify as, asexual or pansexual?
I
it
don't
wouldn't
know.
be
I asked him.
asexual.
I asked him. He didn't have an answer for me. Cause I was like, "What do you
Well,
consider yourself bisexual?"
It's the one where you're attracted to personalities. What's that one?
I forget what it is.
I think it's
What
pan.
It is.
Pan probably. Because I asked, I was like, "Well, do you consider yourself gay? Because you technically slept with him. You know what I'm saying? Do you consider yourself bi? Like, what do you consider yourself?" He's like, "I don't know. I just like what I like." And I was like, "All right, cool. No
But
I
I
don't
mean,
think that's pansexual.
No judgment here."
There's a.
But I thought that was interesting.
yeah.
Like, because in my mind, if I'm like, see a girl that I think is a girl and I like a girl, and then I'm going to hook up with her and they whip out meat, I'm going to be like, yo, I can't do this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's demisexual.
Damn.
Like, no matter how much I like you.
Demi is what?
It's
Demi Lovato.
attracted to personality.
wait. So,
So
wait. That's okay. It's weird. Pansexual says the same definition.
Yeah, I know there's two that have the
Demi
same
says is a sexual orientation in which a person feels sexually attracted to someone only after they've developed a close emotional bond.
one. Oh, that's different then.
Yeah, it's a little.
But that actually sounds like what I was kind of asking with this person. Because if they're only attracted to this one trans person,
yeah.
then I guess they'd
Then
be
they'd be
demisexual.
demisexual.
Yeah.
maybe. I don't know. It was cool. It was an interesting
Yeah.
conversation that I had, and I was, I appreciate the homie being vulnerable enough to express that to me and for us to have that conversation and try to gain an understanding. So
For sure.
I'm helping.
Wait,
him,
is
you know
one
what
of
I'm
your
saying?
friends you said?
Yeah, someone of the homies trying to help him get batches because he's not like trying to help him get his game up.
And
Oh, I
that's
definitely know who this is then.
Nah.
I was waiting for that. Anyways, so I'm
I don't know,
hoping
it's
that more of society can be exactly how we are and like how you are, Phil, with this person, just being inclusive, accepting, and not judging people of their sexual orientation.
I
'Cause
still
that's-
judge niggas, but I'm inclusive. If that makes sense.
I mean, I guess that's fair.
Everybody judge. Like, I'm going to judge you, but I'm not going to disrespect you. You
Yeah.
like what you like. It don't affect me.
Yeah,
I don't really
yeah.
care. But like, if a person that's sleeping with like transgender women be like, man, I'm straight, I'm gonna be like, no, nigga, you not. I'm still judge you, but I'm gonna still
Yeah.
respect you and treat you.
I don't know if
like-
that's judging, but I
No, that's
guess
not
it could be.
I mean, it is judging them because if they see themselves one way and I don't see them that way, right? Isn't that judging?
No.
But well, if
Nah,
you
that's
don't
like-
consider them straight, what do you consider them?
Yeah.
Because is it gay?
I would consider them homosexual.
But if they're not attracted, and I'm just
They're part of
thinking
the
and speaking out loud.
community.
Because if that
I don't
person
know.
is only interested in trans people, but not interested in men, that's still gay to you? I'm just
Maybe
asking.
they're bisexual at that point.
Yes. And I would think I would consider that still gay because you're still sleeping with.
I feel like gay
Meat's
kind of
attached to
encompasses
that.
the entire LGBTQ.
Plus,
I
you,
guess,
you
yeah,
still
that's
stay.
true.
But
Because
it
only
kinda-
one.
it
whole-
doesn't-
Some
doesn't-
women say I'm gay if they're lesbian.
Yeah,
Right, and they'll
that
be
is
like-
true.
It'll be like a gayborhood.
Yeah.
Gay,
And it's only
bro.
one hole you sticking it in. So yeah, to
Yeah.
me, you still gay, which is cool. Not I got gay. Like you know what I'm saying. I'm not
I
gonna
mean,
be like
there are probably 2 holes. Still,
technically
If they have the surgery.
that, but
no, that would be 3 then.
yeah, I'm assuming they don't
Oh.
have to say yeah.
I get
stay with us that.
Yeah.
But so that's how I would look at them. You know what I mean? But at the
Mhm.
same time, even if I look at you that way, I still would treat you with respect, and and
Yeah.
I would not be your friend because that's what you like.
But you
for
can wash
sure.
your hands a little more
For sure.
after you
sure.
touch them.
Nah.
Yeah, no washing hands.
We can't. It ain't the '90s where it's like, oh damn,
Mhm.
you can't just transferring AIDS. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I don't look at it like that. I'm just like, oh, that nigga's into some shit.
So you're not going Purell after?
Nah, treat them
You
like.
shake their hand?
I mean, if it depends on what their hands feel like. Because I do this with straight people. If your
Yeah,
hands
I'm
feel
just
weird,
kidding.
I'm
I'm just
Purell.
messing with you.
Like if you got them clammy hands like Luke, I'd be Purell.
Yeah.
It is frustrating though, because I feel like our community, the black community, is a little less open-minded. Because again, we're in
I disagree.
2022. Well, let me finish my thought. We're in 2022. We're in this PC world or whatever, and I feel like had this been the white community, yeah, you're still gonna have a lot of white people shitting on the dudes for having sex with a trans person. But with this, I felt like I didn't really see much support at all, especially from women, which is crazy because I usually feel like women are the more open-minded ones, inclusive ones. But it was like women and men all shitting on these dudes for
Oh, really?
having sex with a trans person.
The
And of
first-
course, it's Twitter.
Yeah.
Like the joke's gonna come off on Twitter.
The
But
first
still.
tweet I saw was someone saying, "Okay, but she said she considers herself a woman and feels that she is a woman. Then what's she talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
How
Yeah,
she
I
thinks
actually
you guys
saw
are
more-
gay.
I saw more people saying that she was wrong.
Calling her
Yeah.
out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
But it's also the same. But
It's
I
just the people you follow.
Well, I just
guess.
saw it right now,
Yeah.
like in this instance.
Yeah.
And then he
Yesterday
probably
when
saw it in-
maybe now like when things have
people
died
got their
down,
jokes off, and
yeah.
now they're like, okay,
Yeah, because yesterday was
Kumbaya.
definitely. You saw this yesterday or today?
last night as it's
Okay.
like in real time. I'm
Gotcha.
like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, something's bubbling online, and I look and I'm like, oh shit! Like
Mhm.
I'm
Bubbling?
on Instagram and I'm like looking at the live.
Bloop, bloop, bloop,
I'm like, you really
Mhm.
exposed these motherfuckers? It's crazy.
Yeah.
But I was back to what you were saying. Like I've been seeing more women like trying to call it out. I'm like, well, clearly you identifying yourself as a man if you're trying to call somebody gay for sleeping with
Mhm.
him. I mean, you're supposed to be identifying as a woman.
Yeah.
But also in that conversation, there's a lot of women that or at least women that I know personally that I talk to that are like I don't know how to explain this.
that they don't want to consider them women. You're saying? Is that what you're gonna say?
That, but it's also they'll tell men to be like, oh, be open, be gay, be bisexual, but in the same vein, wouldn't date a guy that dated
Exactly.
a man.
Oh, okay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like that double standard type shit.
Mm-hmm.
So I always find that interesting. I'm like,
That
oh,
was,
'cause I usually ask all my homegirls, like, yo, would you date a dude that's bi? Or like
Yeah.
slept with men? No, I wouldn't do that. Interesting, because you always saying this on the you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? As
Yeah.
like a man, if I don't say a woman's gay, like I would date a lesbian
Yeah.
or bisexual woman. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, man.
Got you. So Tatiana from Discord, not Tatiana, my wife, but another Tatiana, she asked for us to explain our definitions or point of views on being problematic and toxic. Who wants to go first?
I'll let y'all niggas
Yeah, I
go
don't. I
first.
mean, I can go, but I don't know. Like, I don't even know how I would define it. This being problematic or toxic, just probably has. I don't know. I don't think there is a specific definition.
Mhm.
It's more so like, I think being toxic in general is being so rooted, I guess, in your belief in anything that
You manipulate.
not even manipulate, but it clouds it. Like, you can't, not that you can't be moved, but you don't consider other options. Because there's toxic Christians, there's
Yeah.
toxic left people, there's toxic right people. I think it's just like there's like, I don't know, like, see, like with racist people, they can't listen to reason,
Yeah.
or views outside of what they already think. So I think
Yeah. So being like
that might be it.
closed-minded.
yeah,
For
probably more
me,
closed-minded.
And that's what I was thinking for toxic, at least being like closed-minded, but then
What
trying
was the
to
other part?
problematic.
Problematic.
But while you think for me, toxic being closed-minded, but also kind of trying to force your beliefs onto
Yeah.
other people, whether it's in a serious or a joking manner.
Right.
That's toxic. For me.
Because then you could also be toxic in a relationship, and that means something a little different.
What
too.
about
But so problematic, I think, is like you know better, but you're
sometimes you don't even know better.
Yeah.
Toxic could be like
I don't know.
anything or anyone that adds problems or like difficulty or upset, like turmoil to your life.
Yeah.
I guess that's how I would.
Well, so
See.
something can be problematic, but I think a problematic person is someone who knows better and is still doing it, or still like,
And I guess that's how I see
or
toxic.
more informed and still, I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like people could be toxic and problematic without knowing. Like
They can be, yeah,
There's
but-
ignorant. So
Oh,
whatever.
okay. They
right?
can. I think they can do things. Yeah.
Yeah, my eyes,
there's an
toxic
ignorance
is
in it.
like that is your intent, whereas problematic, you may have like small little character flaws where you slip up here and there. It may not follow that PC line or whatever, but like when you're toxic, it's like, all right, you kind of know what you're doing, and like this is your personality, and there is intent behind it.
Yeah. So
What you
so when I'm saying that problematic people don't necessarily know, or you can say, okay, that was problematic,
Mhm.
but a problematic person, I think, is doing it with an intent, like you were saying.
Yeah.
You said there's intent, because you can be. Yeah, I don't know. I think there's a difference in ignorance, because if you say something ignorant and you have no clue, I don't think you're a problematic person. Like, you can say something that offends someone and you don't know, doesn't mean you're a problematic person, right?
Yeah.
But then if someone tells you, hey, this is why this happens, and you're like, fuck it, I'm gonna still do it.
Yeah.
No.
Then that's when you become a problematic person.
But maybe
No, I
not
feel
a
like I feel
problem.
like if someone is if I'm on this pod and
Yeah.
I don't know any better, and I'm just spewing out racist stuff all the time, does that not make me a problematic person?
That would make you problematic, yeah.
Yeah, and I wouldn't know any better.
But to what you were saying,
I don't know that. Like, if we're all from Kentucky
And you're real
and
bumpy.
white and we grew up in
Yeah.
Kentucky our whole lives and we've never like left
Yeah.
our city,
Okay.
and I'm just here like spewing out racist stuff that I've heard from like my dad and shit,
Yeah.
and my uncles, and we're all like agreeing with it, right? That's problematic, and I don't know any better.
That's facts.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know if I have a definition. That'd be
Oh.
like calling the kettle black.
well, real quick, going to it, you wouldn't call the person a problematic person, but they might have like problematic moments. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So they can still be problematic or have problematic actions without being labeled a problematic person.
Right. That's what I was
You
saying.
Okay.
think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
And then to your
You've
point,
said problematic things before. I'm not gonna call you a problematic person.
yeah.
You've never said anything problematic, Luke.
No, I have.
Oh, okay then. So are you a problematic person?
In those moments, yeah.
No, generally though.
I mean,
Are you gonna define yourself as a problematic person?
I guess.
It depends on which stage. Depends on which stage.
Now
of
you're
Lukey
being
you got.
toxic because you know. Now you're doing what I'm
Nah,
saying. You're
Lukey
being
used to be
toxic.
problematic.
I
Early
definitely
Lukey
was.
definitely was and he knew he was problematic too.
DVL.
Definitely.
That's how you get the name. Yeah.
Right, but so do you think you are that now? You think you're a problematic person now?
Probably not. Less so than
Okay,
before.
then. So you're trying to dig your heels in on something that you know.
I mean,
it's fluid.
I'm both.
Like, are
Not-
you
not fluid,
either a
but-
problematic person or you're not? Like, there's
No,
not
I think
there's
you-
no in the middle.
You have
That's what
moments.
I'm. That's
Like,
what
yeah,
I'm
you
trying
have
to say,
moments.
and you're
To
saying
me-
no. There is.
no, I think
there's
you-
black and white.
No, I don't think it's black and white. I think you have
Oh,
moments.
Okay.
Yeah, Sam, I'm with you. Like, cause
I think Zach is saying it's black and white.
And
No.
also, what gets deemed as problematic, it varies in situations.
Varies based on
it
culture,
culture,
based
who
on
you with,
yeah.
religion. So, I don't know. Like I said, for me, I've been called both,
It's subjective for sure.
and I'm definitely like don't mind being called both. So
Mhm.
I don't know.
Luckily, I haven't been called toxic, but I have been called problematic, obviously, by y'all.
No, yeah, I got a whole group chat
But
called
thank God.
Toxic Hour where we just talk about a lot of toxic shit. It's great.
Do you think you're either?
Do I think I'm
said you've been
toxic?
called both, but do you
Um,
think you're either?
No, I don't think I'm toxic actually. I've been
Like,
called
yeah.
toxic. But
I don't think
I'm
you're. I don't think
toxic.
you generally are either.
Mhm.
But I'm
Just-
definitely problematic because
Mhm.
I'm overspoken. And a lot of this is changing now, but I tend to didn't care if I offended people. Now I'm
Mhm.
growing and I'm like trying to be like more considerate.
In certain situations, you shouldn't care if you offend
Yeah.
people, but in others,
I try to think like
Right.
more vaguely now. A lot of times I'm like, that's like
You mean
that's,
broadly?
That's you. Yeah, it ain't me. That's you. But yeah, I think I don't think I'm toxic. I think toxic for me, and I think Tatiana wanted levels of toxic. I think that was part of the question.
Mhm.
Toxic for me is intentionally trying to hurt people.
mm-hmm.
Okay.
Intentionally trying to offend people to get a reaction, or intentionally just trying to make people feel uncomfortable. So for me, that's what toxic is. Like toxic is
Are
like
you
you get in
definitely
this,
toxic then?
you get in a space
But intent with
with
malicious intent.
Malicious intent. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll do it to just get it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I
Yeah,
think,
you
I
can
think
you can
could-
say toxic things to be funny and joke and like
Yeah.
I guess the right.
I don't
Yeah.
say it to like
No, but I think
really hurt somebody.
I think people can be toxic and it be unintentional. Like if you're not self-aware, you can be toxic.
Yeah, because I mean,
Like
if,
especially
if you have influence,
Yeah, yeah.
probably.
Yeah.
If you're not aware and you have influence and you're spewing things that can be toxic,
yeah.
that's what the
Or
like
in
toxic
like
is.
or in like a relationship or friendship, you can just not be self-aware
Yeah.
and be doing toxic things.
So I
Oh,
think
yeah,
when-
I think
whenever there's
I-
malicious
yeah.
intent,
Right?
that's what I
I've
would say.
definitely done that before,
Right?
not knowing. Yeah.
Yeah. So for me, that would be my like land in this. What do you call it? Line in the sand? Is like, all right, if you being malicious, yeah, you toxic. My G.
Yeah, malicious intent.
Yeah. That's
I
what
think that's good.
separate. Like, but a person that's problematic, sometimes they just don't know.
Did she give her definition?
Mm-mm,
No,
just ask.
she didn't.
We'll have to ask her.
I think there's different like you can be toxic masculine, you can be toxic like
That's
in a
me.
racist way, you
Of
can
course.
be toxic in.
Of course. All right, moving on. So this is a question that I came up with, and it is,
We don't care.
what is one thing that you feel like in your childhood that you missed out on that other children got to experience?
Sleepaway summer camps.
Ooh, that is a good
The
one.
ones that were always on the
Like,
TVs and the movies.
Sleepaway.
Yeah, what was the one with Lindsay Lohan with her twin?
Oh, Parent Trap?
Yeah,
Parent
Parent Trap.
Trap,
That
those
looked
type of things.
lit.
Yeah, they all looked lit. Like
yeah, but
or-
Parent Trap specifically.
probably
Like, my guy is not.
I would say non-traditional sports.
Wait, when
too.
you were a kid, you didn't go to like basketball camp over the weekend and sleep there?
Mhm. Yeah,
But
but
you
not
don't
like
count
not
that?
like yeah, not like
Yeah,
a
like at a cabin
like a
and shit,
summer
yeah.
summer like there's summer basketball camp, but not like yeah, like you're saying more cabin in the woods, whatever, where you're
Yeah,
jumping
yeah.
into lakes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if I did that. I
And
can't remember.
yeah,
He
so-
said one.
Huh? Just one?
However many you got, it doesn't need to just be one.
I got two.
I'm
whenever.
just saying you said
Yeah, and I was gonna say other what do you call it? Sports, non-traditional sports, like motocross and stuff like that, and like BMX or something. I used to ride like
Bruh, that's
be super
so
lit.
triggering. Have I
riding
told the
bikes.
story how my mom promised me at 12 years old she'd give me a dirt bike?
Oh no.
And then
Oh, I think you did,
and then I
yeah.
turned 12. She
I don't know
didn't
if you
get it
said it
for
on
me,
the
and then
pod.
she was like, "Nah, when you turn 17." Then I turned 17. She still didn't get it.
What
for
was the reason why she wouldn't give it to you?
me. And she just thought they were unsafe.
Well, they are.
I mean, they 100% are, but I
So
still
then you should
always
be
wanted a
you should
dirt
be
bike.
thanking her, not
Nah.
mad at her.
I'm
Nah,
gonna.
not really, because I had a moped when I was 15.
What?
All right, what y'all got
know,
that
like those
you?
little bikes that
Yeah, but how is that the same as his dirt bike?
you can get like 150 or like a 50cc dirt bike that don't go that fast. It's the same concept.
I wanna
Like
go
it was
fast.
still
Nah,
a,
but
mo-
he's
it was
saying,
still a
like,
motorized
it's-
cycle.
Yeah, but on
With
a
an- it's
but on a
still
dirt
not
bike,
safe,
on
but
a
I
dirt
don't
bike,
know.
you're probably going off road off like some type of dirt
Mhm.
path, ramp, something, which is more dangerous than you on your moped.
I
Probably
also-
on the
no, it's
sidewalk,
not because I was riding my moped in the street.
I also wanted to go to a school where like I didn't have to leave the building to
Like
go to
a-
Oh
different
yeah,
classes.
you've mentioned that before, and that's so
Yeah.
funny to me.
This is like I wanted to be in a school where like everything was in that one building. Where like you can like the pool was in the basement and like it
Yeah.
was underneath the basketball gym.
Like in New York or some shit.
And, yeah, like
Like in
those.
Illinois?
And yeah, like in Illinois. Well,
like my
they don't
whole
have
school
those. Yeah,
experience.
they don't have those down here because it doesn't snow down here. But I'm like, y'all stupid. It rains, and you know how many times I couldn't go to
Yeah.
different classes because it's pouring rain.
That's literally my whole childhood and high school
Right.
experience.
Yeah, you're like that. That sounds so normal.
I'm like,
But the
it
thing
does.
is,
I'm like, wait, that I
a
know
lot
is
of
a
the
thing.
things that I feel like I missed out on are things that I saw on TV, and I'm like, every kid is doing this except for like, but down here, it wasn't. Also because stuff down here is more newly built.
Yeah.
It's also why there wasn't like a lot of sports programs and stuff like that. So
I got two things:
Go ahead.
extracurricular sports, I say.
learning how to swim
Okay.
and organized sports.
You didn't play any organized sports?
As
play-
a kid, he's saying
I
not
didn't
like
play
school
organized
sports.
until high school.
Wow,
Yeah.
wow.
That was my first organized sport. Was high school.
Got you.
Actually, not a lot. Middle school, because I was the manager for the basketball team. But like
That-
actually playing in organized sports, it wasn't until
Yeah.
Yeah,
it
that
wasn't
don't
until high school.
What
Dang,
did
so
they
you were
have
like,
you?
you were like radio.
I kept this stat.
They were like, yo, just he can't play, but just let him do something.
The thing is, like, what's crazy is I wasn't slow like radio, but
See, that was problematic.
Brent, you said you were earlier.
no. Like in school wise, I was actually in school I was smart.
I'm not slow, but it takes me forever to get everything.
No, but if you put it in terms of education, I'm smart.
Yeah.
No, I know what you're talking about.
Like actually like book smart, but because I was small and I couldn't dribble,
Yeah.
no matter what I did, I couldn't make the team.
Bro, nothing has changed since middle school.
I could shoot and I could play defense and I
He's
could
still
hustle.
small. He still can't
And I
dribble.
can't dribble, and so like the only position I could play in basketball was point guard, and we had dudes that
You
could
need to be able to dribble.
tween behind.
They
the
found a
back,
position
you know
for
what
you.
I'm saying? I actually asked to be the manager because I like all
Yeah.
my homies played ball and I just wanted to be around the homies.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm not good enough to be on the team, but I could keep stats. I could travel with the team, go to all
Yeah.
the away games, still get to kick it. And
No, of course. I
yeah,
mean, I
so
was
I just
the
wanted to be
manager
around the homies.
in college too. So
It was great. Keeping stats was cool because then you call niggas out on their cap. Like, no, I averaged 15 points. Like, nah, you averaged like 5.2, my
Yeah.
boy.
mhm.
But yeah, that's swimming because I still don't know how to swim, and I feel like I'd be like a fish if I learned how to swim.
I feel like it's a
Shit.
mental
Swimming's
thing
a
for
good
you.
one.
I
I
think it's
don't
a
know if
mental
it's
thing.
mental.
It is
What is swimming?
him swimming.
I don't think so.
Wait, you saying you can't swim now?
Mm.
And I mean, like you've gone to classes. I know that,
Yeah,
but
I don't think
you don't think you were able to like you weren't able to learn. How many classes did you go to? I feel like you went to a lot at FAU. I don't know
I
about after
did.
that or before that.
I did. I went to a lot. I went to FAU twice, and I had people try to teach me throughout the years. And
Wait,
so-
you only
said
went
you
to
only
two
did
classes?
twice?
No, like two different
Two
like
different.
class cycles.
Right. Yeah.
Got
Oh,
you.
but
So
oh,
I
I
probably
mean,
went
one
to
cycle
like
is how
20
many?
classes.
20 classes, and you,
Like I
you're
can
saying
swim
you,
across the pool, but I'm not I still don't feel like I can swim because I don't know how to tread water, and I've never swam. Like actually got thrown in the deep end, came up and swam. So for me, I can't swim.
Let's go. I'm turning the lights on in the pool.
Well,
We're
for
gonna
real,
do this right now.
that's how some people teach babies. Like just toss them in.
That's
Not
how we were.
babies,
That's how we
but,
were
like,
taught.
Little kids.
That's why I
My-
said that's why
my
I missed
grandma
out on
also
my
taught us.
childhood.
She was a synchronized swimmer,
That's lit.
but but before it was, boop, you're in the water.
Yeah, and I just feel like organized sports would have been cool.
Mm-hmm.
Luke, what you got?
Honestly, I thought AJ's summer camp one was good, but I think I actually did that. I just don't remember. Like I was in Boy Scouts, so
Yeah.
I vaguely remember like doing some shit.
I could see you in Boy Scout.
But I didn't want to be. My mom wanted me to be in
Like
fucking
Boy
Boy
Scout
Scout.
material.
Well, yeah. I mean, you learn real life skills.
I mean, I learned how to like do a little bit of woodworking, but that's pretty much it.
You know,
I don't remember. I don't remember nothing from then. I mean, I guess I
Bro, I did go to SeaWorld camp, and that was lit.
learned how to tie my shoe.
But I was 17, I think,
don't know.
or 16.
Honor.
I don't remember what else. No, I don't remember none of that shit, bro. I didn't do it for that long before I told my mom.
Were you a Boy Scout or were you in Weebelows?
That's older kids, ain't it?
No,
I wasn't
Weebelows
in
are
that.
little. Boy Scouts are when you become a boy. Weebelows is we'll be
I-
loyal scouts. So it's like
I think
we
I
were going
just
to.
did Weeblo and then like 1 year of Boy Scouts and then I dipped. But there's something above Boy Scouts.
Man,
Eagle Scout.
Is it Eagle?
That's
My
like
brother was the one above, and then he quit.
What's the difference between a Cub
Eagle Scout is
and
like when
I
you're
don't
done.
fucking know, bro.
Oh, Cub Scout. It's like Cub Scout and then Boy Scout.
And then it's Weeblo, I think,
Yeah,
bro.
I
I
was
think
gonna
Weeblow's after. Cub is first.
So you're a
Google it.
No, it's, yeah.
I was a cub and then a boy.
I'm a real boy.
But I was never a Weeblo. That shit sounds whack anyway.
Yeah, AJ looking it up. Wait, but Luke, did you say anything that?
No.
As Weebilow's near the
I-
end of Cub Scout Trail, it's time for them to pledge and become Boy Scouts.
I don't fucking remember then, bro. I don't remember.
Weebelow stands for We'll Be Loyal Scouts. I just remember because my brother did it.
We'll be loyal scouts. That shit is
Yeah,
whack.
Weebilow's.
Anyway, the one thing is watching cartoons, like kids' cartoons.
Damn, I actually was gonna jokingly say that. I didn't think
Wait,
you'd
you never
actually
watched
say
kid
that.
cartoons?
You know
No,
that.
he always
Phil.
watched sports.
I always watch Sports Center.
Oh.
I was gonna start your whole thing off with Luke. Besides,
Like
watching
in the Discord
cartoons.
when we were talking about like sports hosts, sports show hosts or whatever, talk show hosts.
Mhm.
And I mentioned like PTI, but I've been watching PTI since I was like 7.
Same,
really
but I was
grew up
also
with-
watching
like,
other things.
like coming home because it's been on like
Since
at
we were in
4
school.
o'clock or
Will
whatever
Bond-
it is.
I don't even know the
at
white dude's name.
3:30
I only know Will Bond.
every day.
Yeah, Tony Kornheiser.
Yeah,
Will
so
Bond
you
and
so
Kornheiser.
you like I would just come home from school and play basketball for a little bit and then go watch PTI.
Was it the fastest 3 minutes?
And Sports Center, like you know how it shows the same thing every
Yeah.
hour, but
It might
I think
be,
it's like 6
slightly
a.m. and
different.
9 p.m. are like the two, or
Different.
6 p.m. and 7
Yeah.
p.m. Or, I mean 6 a.m. and 7 p.m. are like the two different ones. But I'd still watch that shit the next hour,
Yeah.
even though I already watched it the fucking hour before.
That's weird.
Like
Damn, you really missed out on childhood
So-
now watching cartoons. Did you watch wrestling?
Yo,
at least?
Sports Center used to be an event though.
a little
Wrestling
bit, not
was
much.
on.
When top
Wrestling
10, that's the only time you can get highlights. You're
Yeah.
like, oh, that's what made it to top 10.
And then not top 10 on Friday.
Yeah.
Was super lit.
But yeah, I mean, I didn't really watch cartoons. I didn't really watch anything on like Disney Channel or any of that. Like, my sister watched Cartoon Network and never really watched that.
Sleep.
So like, the only time I ever saw anything was when she like Nickelodeon, SpongeBob, all that stuff. Like, I would only see it when she watched it.
You should
That's
go back
crazy.
and watch those things now. There's no problem.
But yeah, I mean, that's probably my main thing that I would say I missed.
For me, it was probably like playing in the street with neighbors or other kids in the
Oh,
neighborhood.
that's what I was always doing, bro.
Because
when I
I
wasn't watching
always
Sports
lived
Center.
mad far from my friends. Obviously, I went to school with, and I lived mad far from my school. And I just feel like I never really had kids my age that lived in my neighborhood, up
neighborhood?
until like high school.
Really, you ain't go in you ain't just going around your community.
Yeah, bro, that was me. Like, all our neighbors would come to like my house, and we would play like tackle football on the street. Like, obviously the street's not tackle, but the grass where the gutter is,
Yeah,
like that's where you get tackled.
that's how it was for me. My house was a spot, so we always have people over.
Or
Like,
there's
we had a
or there was an
basketball rim.
empty lot next to me. We played football there for a little bit.
You have
like
basketball rim at your house?
Yeah, I had a basketball
Same.
rim, so everyone would come. All the neighbors would come. We'd play like basketball on the
If y'all
street.
ever have kids and y'all want y'all kids to be the spot, just get their ass a basketball rims. You can watch everything they
Yeah.
do.
Mm-hmm.
All your
Facts.
friends gonna come over.
And then also, I've never been to Chuck E. Cheese.
What? My homeboy used to be a
Yeah.
manager.
Really? I've never
Bruh.
been to Chuck E. Cheese.
Bro, Chuck E. Cheese was lit.
Lit.
I hear their pizza.
Their pizza's fire, bro.
Yeah.
It's solid.
No, I think it's
Solid.
fire. I would
Solid.
when
Think
as
it
soon as
was
you said
overhyped.
that, I was like, dang, I kind of want a Chuck E. Cheese pizza right now.
Yeah, I've missed out. But because again, I kind of grew up in Boca, and we had Boomers as well as Wilt Chamberlain. Like Wilt, he had a game room type place, and we'd always have Sammy Sosa, or not Sammy Sosa. Jesus Christ. No, Babe Ruth. He used to have a place in Boynton across from the Boynton Mall. So like between that, Wilt Chamberlain, Boomers, like I've had a bunch of game places, but Chuck E. Cheese is the one place that I've never been to that I wanted to go.
Dang, I don't even know about
We need to take
Odyssey
you
Fun
to-
World either, huh?
Fun World.
Odyssey Fun
No, I
World.
don't know
Nah.
what that is.
Odyssey Fun World used to be the spot back in the day. Like
Really?
from the, like Chicagoland area. I think they had them at other spots in the Midwest. Odyssey Fun World was like Chuck E. Cheese, but bigger.
We need to
Okay.
take you to Chuck E. Cheese for your next birthday.
G shit.
For real.
Come back to the city, bro. We can
And
make
I
that
want to
happen.
see do
They
they
got
still?
Chuck E. Cheese here.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes, they're all.
Do
over
they?
the
One in
place.
Pembroke Pines.
But all right, moving on. So, Phil's question of the week. Go ahead, Phil. Take it away.
It's the
Read
last
it.
good
He
deed
don't know
y'all
what it
did.
is. Oh, you know what it is?
Yeah.
What's the
'cause
last random act of kindness?
Same
Random act, good deed, random act of kind.
Close
Bro, I be
enough,
doing
bro.
them every day, but I don't
Yeah,
know
for
what it
real.
is.
No.
I actually have one. It's not like the greatest thing in the world, but obviously, okay. Intramurals, you got to pay for that. And I had a student that missed the deadline, and I kind of messed him up like 2 weeks ago because he works for payroll. and he had to hire a whole bunch of students after the payroll office closed. And so he missed the deadline to sign up for basketball. And I was like, bro, I'll sign you up. Don't worry about paying. I got you. He's like, oh, I appreciate it, man. But that's the last act of kindness. So today.
Nice. I think last good thing I did was like gave a homeless person $1 or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about y'all?
I don't know what the last one was. I feel like I do random acts of kindness.
I guess probably I can go. I know for sure in Maryland, some guy was like hungry, and I bought him some food.
Yeah, okay. Oh, wait, you just gave me and Phil some stuff. You gave Phil
yeah,
a watch box, and you gave me some shorts.
Yeah, but that's...
It wasn't random. He planned.
Yeah, I
That's
planned
not random, bro.
That's
random.
a
I don't know.
Random, Zach.
That's a random act of kindness.
I don't
How is that not?
Every city I do...
It's not random.
Because he asked him in
There is a random act of kindness... Not random, but a planned act of kindness.
It was an act of kindness, but I don't think
do
it's just like...
Anytime I go on vacation, doesn't matter the city, the last day that I'm there, the last full day, I usually spend like $50 to $75 on McDonald's like McChickens and give them out to the homeless community.
Oh, nice.
So, I mean,
That's like it was last year, but when we were in Utah, this one of the guys on the trip, we went to the grocery store and bought so much food, and we weren't in one location for more than 2 days, and we're never like really at the Airbnb. So at the end of it, we had all this food, and we just took it to this homeless
it'd probably
shelter.
be smarter for me to go to the grocery store.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like in LA,
It'd probably be better for
in
them
LA,
also.
the like McDonald's, I didn't realize how much bottled water is at McDonald's, and I asked them for like 50 McChickens and 50 bottles of water, and the bottles of water were like,
You spent $200.
but the bottles of water were like $150.
Oh, you
Yeah.
sleep.
No. I told them cancel the bottle of water. I'm gonna go to the gas station.
Yeah, it's like you sleep, boy.
I just got cases of water.
Okay.
My dog is out here on his YouTube
He
shit.
got big money.
No,
Get it off your
it's
chest.
like $50.
What y'all got? Someone put Florida
It's
drivers.
just $50.
Yeah.
But Florida drivers again. I'd put that because I really hate when drivers get from behind a nigga in the turn lane and cut in front of him in the turn lane to turn in front of him.
Yeah.
That just happened to me in a work car, and I was like, bruh. Like,
Wait, you have a work car?
yeah. So it happened to me twice
lit.
actually this week. Somebody got from behind me, turned in front of me to U-turn as I was U-turning.
Yeah.
And then somebody recently just snuck up from behind me to U-turn while I'm trying to U-turn.
What,
And
they're
I'm
trying
like,
to tell you something.
No, I don't be in that much.
Wait, does your car say progressive on the side?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a work car.
Then they're dumb.
Yeah, they trying to get hit so they
You
can
right?
get that
And I'm
progressive
like,
money.
I don't know, because I don't drive wide in my work truck, obviously. So it's just like.
Oh, it's a
man,
truck?
It's SUV. It's a Ford Escape. Absolutely trash.
Oh, I thought it was a pickup truck. It'd be lit.
Nah,
if it was a
Ford
pickup
Escape's
truck.
I was like, damn, bring that thing around.
absolutely trash. But
Yeah,
I'm gonna look at every
motherfuckers-
progressive
man, I hate Florida
SUV
niggas, bro.
I see now.
Motherfuckers in Florida just be switching lanes for fun, bro.
Oh,
I
bro,
swear.
Florida drivers are the worst. When I lived in Indianapolis and Kentucky, like,
Yeah.
it was so nice. If they're driving slow, they chill in the right lane.
Yes.
If they're overtaking, they actually like overtake and get back into the right lane. Like, it's so nice.
Every state and city says that they have the worst drivers, but it's definitely
Nah, Florida's the
South
worst.
Florida.
Yeah, like even driving in like California and New York, I'd rather drive there than I would in like Miami.
Bro, I'm good anywhere.
I
I'll
mean-
drive anywhere.
Touche. But niggas down here is just lawless. Ain't no laws, bro. It's like stoplights don't exist.
Bro, even the cops be wild.
Facts, bro.
Oh my gosh, bro! Remember the cop that was wilding on me that one time, and
And
Phil
Luke
didn't
was
want to
scared?
record.
I was terrified.
I didn't want to record.
Yeah, I
We-
told
wait,
you.
I
To,
told
you
you
to
why
record it
I
and
was
you didn't want
terrified. I had a good reason why I was
No,
terrified.
I wasn't. I was in the back seat.
no, you were in the front seat.
I was-
Brandon and Luke was in
You
the
wasn't
back.
telling me to
I gave you
record.
my phone and said record.
I don't
'cause-
recall that.
Of course you don't, because you were scared out of your mind too.
I'm
He froze up, guys.
scared of the police. Not. Absolutely not. I wasn't scared. But I don't.
You,
Rec- I
you
don't remember.
definitely were.
I don't
scared.
remind you. I don't remember.
But
you
there was
telling
a
me to
good reason
record.
why
I remember you
we were
telling
scared.
like Luke was scared, and I remember you
We
telling
talked
Luke
about this.
something.
I'm pretty sure on the pod
And Luke
before.
was just like, bruh, like you probably shouldn't talk to him like that. And I'm like, I don't remember you telling me to record though.
I told you to record because I was gonna go off on him.
I don't remember.
But it's a good thing you didn't because of.
Well, you guys told me what like why you were
Afterwards, yes.
no, like right before
Oh,
why
right
you were
before?
nervous. Like he was screaming on this side, and then he was like, you know what? Got all cocky
Oh,
and
and
stuff.
then
And
he-
was about to come on this side, and I was
Yeah.
like, bet I'm ready for this. Here, Phil, take this camera because I'm about to.
I don't
Yeah.
remember that, G.
And then Phil didn't do it, and then you were like, "Oh,
I
this
gave you
is
the
and that,"
pertinent information.
and I was like, and I just had to sit there.
Oh yeah, you would have been a goner. We would have had to bail you out.
All
But
right.
he couldn't have done anything because he was a city cop and it was on the highway, so there was that. But I just would have. I don't know. It's just we weren't completely in good condition, so
He probably couldn't have done anything, but if he would have known, he would have probably called.
or just
sheriff or
followed me
something, yeah.
until
Yeah.
until I had to get off the highway.
We were trying to avoid giving Zach extra work and having to cut stuff out.
Yo, remember when we did like the superlatives or whatever, and we said Phil was the oversharer or whatever?
Yeah.
This is what we were talking about.
Anyway,
Or
so
the
what's,
bean spiller?
Yeah, but I said pertinent information, and he said this and that. You told me this and that.
Yeah.
Like we were trying not to say it. bro.
Maybe that's why I didn't record. I don't know, but I don't remember you ever telling me to record. I'm trying to remember, like, why didn't I record?
You said, I knew the cop wasn't going to do nothing, so I didn't record. That's what you said word for
Okay,
word.
well, that makes sense.
It doesn't, though, because
You froze up.
That's not freezing up.
You
I know,
froze up,
like,
bro.
but I'm not threatened. why
you
would I
froze up,
record?
and that was your excuse after. And I asked you
I
for
didn't
a
freeze
specific
up.
task,
I didn't
bro.
freeze up.
Anyway,
what's the best thing y'all seen this week?
Phil? Who's
freezing
titties?
up.
I was kidding.
Wait, Phil, what?
I said whose titties? I was asking him because he said the same thing every
You
week.
definitely can't make that joke. Freezing up. Folks is in the back shivering.
I mean, for good reason. I can admit when I froze up.
Yeah,
You can't.
I
Anyway,
didn't think I froze up. Though.
anyway, best thing I've seen this week, bro. I worked from home, so I didn't really see much.
Best thing I've seen is Luke sent us a picture of this coffee table he's been working
Oh
on.
yes, it looks lit.
Oh yeah,
Chef
yeah.
kiss. It's kind of lit.
So, you know what? That's the best thing I've seen too, bro.
That shit lit.
Your coffee table?
Yeah.
Just put a Nike sign
When
on
I was putting
Look,
it together,
show the camera the little hands that did this.
when I was putting it together, and I put the sides like the 45-degree angles didn't match perfectly, and I, in my head, like
Didn't
people,
you pay buddy for that? For
yeah,
them to match perfectly?
no, not for them to match perfectly, but
To
I
make
mean,
the cuts.
kind
They
of.
did.
But yeah, so and everyone I was talking to was like, "Why are you doing 45 degrees? Why are you doing 45 degrees? You could just put wood filler, and just put two ends together."
Yeah.
But I wanted it to look
Seamless.
like in my head, yeah,
Yeah.
seamless. And so I was like, fuck it. I'm just gonna do the 45 degree. I'm gonna do miter cuts. Fuck it. I got the miter cuts done. Put it together. There were still like tiny gaps, but then I went and got the wood filler today, and filled up the little gaps, bro. That shit looks beautiful now. And obviously, like that's what the purpose of wood filler is. But when you see it,
Mhm.
like you put it together, you see the gaps, and you're like disappointed. And then you put the wood filler, it dries up, and it looks beautiful. Like,
Mhm.
it was a beautiful sight. So
There you go.
I still have to sand it, put primer, stain it,
You're gonna prime
Uh,
it before you stain?
it's like a conditioner, a stain.
Oh, conditioner. Yeah, because it's a softwood.
Yeah. And then put
I learned this stuff like,
like
last
clear
week.
coat above it
Yeah.
on
Polyurethane.
Yeah, polyurethane clear coat. And then Cindy's gonna like style it.
Hey.
So
Wait,
I can
style
take
it like
pictures.
how? Oh, I see what you're saying. Like,
not
yeah.
style it. What's the word I'm looking for?
Stage it.
Stage it. Yeah.
So you can
So,
give
like,
it to Zach?
Put some books on it. Well, actually, I spent so much on it that I'm
You
gonna
giving
try
it
to
to
sell it
Zach?
first.
Yeah.
No, you're gonna give it to
no,
Zach.
No, I'm gonna try to
he definitely
No,
needs
no,
to
no,
sell
no.
that.
I'll give it
You
to
already
Zach
spent
if
the
it doesn't.
money.
I'll give it to Zach if it doesn't sell.
No, but
For
you
what
already
you
spent
want.
the money, so why don't you just don't give it to Zach?
So if you own a business,
He's
and
not
you-
trying to
if-
random
if you own
act
a
of
business and
kindness,
you buy
Phil.
merchandise.
I mean, Zach.
If you own a business, you buy merchandise. You spent the money, so you just don't give it away.
No, you wasn't.
You'd be a terrible
you wasn't buying it to
entrepreneur,
sell it
my
though.
G.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
No, the initial
He's
thing was
buying-
if it looks good enough to sell, I'm gonna try to sell it. And that's what I said last time. You were like,
Yeah.
"Oh, so you're just gonna give it to Zach if it looks
That's
like
what
shit?"
that's what he said when we were at Home Depot
Yeah,
too,
yeah.
from the jump.
But the thing is, like, I still think it looks good. I don't know that it'll look good enough to sell. And that's why I would give. I
You
would
just
still
say
give Zach-
handcrafted,
You shouldn't
and it
take
means
it
a little
Zach,
more.
under those
But it is
pretenses.
a
like under
it's
those
a very
circumstances,
nice
just tell him to
coffee
fuck
table,
off.
and
It's big.
it's very big. Like when I look at the prices online for the same size coffee table, even on like cheap brands or cheap websites like Wayfair that does like discount furniture, it's still like $1,500, $1,600. If you look at CB2, like it's going for like $6K.
So how it's sitting now is just gonna sit on the floor flat like that?
Well, no. I'm gonna. Well, I shouldn't say no. Maybe. What I want to do is I want to put like a 2-inch like
On the
spacer
bottom, so
at
it
the
looks like
bottom,
it's floating.
so it looks like it's floating. Yeah,
That's
and
what I
it'll
was
be
thinking.
inset like maybe
4 inches in or something.
I would say more than that, maybe like 10 inches in, around
Yeah.
all around the inside.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so it looks like it's floating. But I mean,
Well, I hope it looks
We'll
good, but not good enough to sell, so Zach can get it.
well, that's fucked up. Where you don't want me to make money?
I said I hope it looks good.
I
He was trying to
want-
do. He was gonna start. He's
I
trying to
want
start a
Luke
little
to
side
make
hustle.
money. I want Luke to make money. What else y'all got for best thing you seen this week?
Luke shaved face. Best thing
Nah,
I've
that might
seen
have
is
been
Phil
worse.
realizing.
That's the worst thing I've seen. That's to get it off my chest.
The best thing
That
I've seen is.
referees can't have tattoos or facial hair.
Dang, you would be tatted?
I'd definitely be tatted if I could.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
That's Cav.
You can probably hide.
No,
You
no,
can
no.
probably put one on your titty or something.
You know, obviously I can get my chest and stuff, but I feel like anytime I see someone
your
with
booty
chest
cheeks.
tats and no like arm sleeve or nothing on their arms, like I feel like it
You
looks.
can do your
It's like the no mustache with a beard.
You could do your leg.
You can do your legs for
Yeah,
sure.
that, I could.
You
do
get a
my
whole
legs.
leg
Yeah, you
sleeve.
can still do your
Yeah, you
fucking
can-
shoulders. You could do your legs.
Yes, but I've
Wait,
always
Zach has tattoos.
yes, but I've always thought like I've wanted a full
Dang, so
arm
you
sleeve.
think Zach's tattoos are
And
trash?
get a leg sleeve.
But he just
I
said
could
it
do
right now. You have tattoos and you still
But
ref.
he said chest without anything else. I still got my
Yeah, you still got a
shoulders.
little bit.
And the one kind
I
of.
don't
But
know.
I want
He
a
low-key
full
is
arm.
trying.
Yeah.
And obviously like
Nah, do the
not
full
me
leg.
not
leg
being
sleeve's better.
not being racist right now, but like a tattoo would obviously be more like the contrast.
Yeah, because
For
you're
me.
white skinned.
Yes.
Mhm.
So if
That's
I'm
not
refereeing,
racist
it would
to
just
say.
I'm just making sure.
Best thing I've
So
seen
it would-
it would-
today.
it would show as a referee, and also not being able to have a beard. Like I hate that.
Yeah.
Best thing I've seen today is Phil for the 30th time realizing Luke has cleft chin. That's what it's called, right? Cleft chin.
Cleft chin, yeah.
Cleft
Oh,
chin.
like a booty chin.
Yeah.
That's
I didn't
what
wanna
But not for the
call-
30th time today. For the 30th time
In his life.
100th time since he's known me.
I tried to wipe
But every time he always says, "I didn't know you had a butt chin."
I
didn't know
every
you had a
time
booty
I
chin.
see it, I'm like,
Every
"Where'd you
single
get a
time he
butt
says
chin?"
that.
Can Luke,
But it's also because I have a beard 8 months out the year.
can you make it twerk? He started, bro, he was throwing
Did
it.
it move?
Wobble, wobble, wobble,
He was
wobble,
Does it
wobble,
move?
wobble, 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 wobble.
Throw that chin in a circle.
I don't know if I saw anything good this week. No, I didn't.
This
But
actually
you
should
didn't
have
see
been a
nothing good?
topic.
Nah, man.
But
I
some-
went to a vegan bakery that was good, but I don't know if I mean, I guess I saw.
Get that
saw
shit
it.
out of here. There are no good.
Something
vegan
I seen. It should have been a topic, but I thought it was dope, and it is pretty cool that I saw this week. But it's something called takanakui.
If you can't pronounce it-
Takanakui. And it is a annual established practice of fighting fellow community members held every December 25th, and it takes place in Peru. So essentially, if you have beef with anybody in your city or a neighbor or just anyone in general that you have beef with on December 25th, it's on site.
on Christmas.
So it's like a fighting purge.
Yeah,
On
it's
Christmas.
like it,
Where
that's
is this?
exactly what in Peru.
Oh, in Peru.
In Cusco, Peru. And so
People gonna
they
try to fight
do-
some llamas and lose.
yeah, they do have. Hold on, I was looking at it earlier. They do have officials.
Oh, with like referees?
Yeah. Hold on, let me see if I can find it.
That's nice. Imagine you and your neighbor getting an argument, be like, I challenge you to a fade.
December 25th, right here.
So
Facts.
it says the men fighting must wrap their hands with cloth before fighting. Biting, hitting those on the ground, or pulling hair is not allowed during the fight. The winner is selected based upon a knockout or intervention by the official. There are amateur officials who carry whips in order to keep the crowd
whips.
under control. At the start and at the end of the fight, the opponents must shake hands or give each other a hug.
I'm trying to go to that.
Is that
Yeah.
real?
Yeah, bro, you thought I was just making?
I don't
reading
know.
A fable?
Oh, we no, but I mean sometimes we have misinformation.
Oh, no.
I feel like AJ.
Just YouTube
the pool thing. We gotta address that.
The pool thing. What?
The Draymond pool thing that didn't happen.
Oh, because the
Just
the
for
reading
anyone
of
who
what
It
what
came from
Pool
Ballsack.
said. Yeah, I mean on the pod I said I don't know like if it's a
Yeah.
verified source. I said that, but yeah.
So wait, what didn't happen?
No, it just wasn't a it was Ballsack Sports that
Oh,
did the whole thing.
like the Onion.
It was just like funny. That's all.
Yeah, but I would definitely go to Peru on the 25th, not to partake, but to watch.
I'm trying to go to Peru, to Machu Picchu.
Bro, you can.
Trying to go to Machu Picchu.
yeah.
There's a seven.
I thought you'd
Sands
been to Peru.
Mountain or something.
No, I've been to Costa Rica.
Oh.
And Mexico.
Bro, you definitely need to go to Peru. That could be some of your off-season training. Fight some civilians.
They
You
probably
can get
know how
you
to
can get
fight
some of that
them,
llama sauce
right?
you've been talking about all the time.
Llama sauce.
Like if you knew that,
I'm not
if you
giving
knew,
llama sauce. I'm giving llama sauce.
if you knew once a year you were gonna
Saying
fight,
it.
you're probably training more.
I'm giving
Than like the
straight
average-
llama sauce.
Bro, you got issues.
What? Llama
Anyways.
sauce is great.
Anyways,
How would you know?
Wait, where did that
That's
come
actually
from?
the best thing I saw this week. I gave my girl some llama sauce.
Wait, what
Where
is
did that
that?
come
Where did
from?
yeah? You just made that up? Like some
No, my homeboy in college, he would always just be like, llama sauce. Like, just like, and he would call it.
Cool
thought it
story.
had-
Next topic.
Yeah, I thought it had an actual.
No,
He
because
just
he
would
would,
be
he would
like-
call it that. He would be
Uh.
like, yo, I'm about to give a bitch my llama sauce. And then,
that's definitely the title of this episode, llama sauce.
yeah, so I just like the way that sounds. Llama sauce just sounds good. Like, I'm about to
Nah.
get this llama sauce.
All right, streaming.
It just don't sound like.
So there's this new show that just came out called The Watcher. It's pretty lit. I haven't finished it yet. 7
Bro,
episodes.
stop.
It kind of if you're looking for something scary, ominous, whatever, it's definitely Halloween vibes. That's probably why it dropped just recently.
Definitely
But
gonna be watching that.
it is pretty good. Like some of the acting is like, and then some of it is like, all right, they're over exact. It's kind of like a murder mystery.
Okay.
So there's that, but you know, like a murder mysteries, they're like they try to emphasize things a lot to make you think like, oh, is it this person? So there's kind of some of that, but overall, it's pretty good.
Okay.
What about Only Murders in the Building? You watch that?
Mm-mm.
Sounds pretty good.
What is it? Is it a show?
Yeah, it's
On where?
Selena Gomez. What's the buddy? The dad.
Are you kidding?
He's in every dad. He's the dad in every in like every.
Is this something
Disney
Cynthia made you
movie.
watch?
Huh?
Of
Is this
course
something
it
Cindy
is.
made you watch?
No. Well, my boss at Butler used to watch it, and he was like, "Have you watched it? It's actually pretty good." It is. There's some well-known actors in it.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, look it up right now. And more recently, I do. I mean, I don't really mind. I guess they had a lot of celebrities because it's gotten very popular. So season 2, there were a lot of like just random celebrity appearances.
Mm-hmm.
But it's Martin Short. You know who that is?
Mm-mm.
You know who Steve Martin is?
Mhm.
You definitely know who Steve Martin is.
That's Buddy from American Pie, right? Or am I
Mm-mm.
thinking of someone
This
else?
buddy,
Oh no, yeah.
the dad, and like some like a lot of the kids.
Yeah, I was
shows.
thinking of the bushy-eyed buddy from. American Pie.
Cara Delevingne is in it.
Oh, okay.
Definitely know her.
You know who that is?
Bert likes her. Or did.
Yeah, I think Bert does like her. Paul Rudd. You know who Paul
Yes,
Rudd is?
Paul Rudd.
No.
And it's not funny.
Michael Rappaport.
Yes.
You know Michael Rappaport?
Michael
is?
Ian Rappaport?
Who else? There's a few others that I can't think of, or I'm not looking at. I can't. Yeah.
I can't. Oh my god, I can't.
Oh my god.
Bro, who else?
I can't.
What's that one? Amy Schumer.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's in it.
Not funny.
Why don't you just read her name?
No, she's not. She's not popping up.
Oh, on the cast?
Yeah, I'm looking at the
What is
cast.
it,
but
what's it
she's
called
not,
again?
For whatever reason, she's not on it. Only
Only
Murders
Mil-
in the Building. It starts a little bit slow, season 1, but I would say the end of season 1 and all of season 2 is good.
So it's like OnlyFans.
Like
but
I
for
almost
murders.
wanted to stop watching after like the first 2 episodes or 3 episodes.
Steve Martin. What did you call him before?
Steve Martin.
Oh, you said Martin Short. Okay, I know
Yeah.
Steve Martin. Cara, Amy Ryan.
You know Paul Rudd. I think Paul Rudd's only in season 2.
So who made you watch this though? Your girl?
No, well my boss. I told you that. My boss said it was good, so
I missed that part actually.
but I mean He's on Cindy, his phone. Cindy and I do watch it together, but my
Yeah.
boss is the one who introduced us to it.
I heard Selena Gomez, but I was thinking, what's that girl? Vanessa Hudgens. I thought it was a Vanessa
Oh,
Hudgens
no.
flick.
No. I can't watch any more Vanessa Hudgens flicks, bro.
Why? She
Tired of that
banned you?
shit.
Oh, I thought she banned
No,
you
you
because you
don't
talked
tell
about
you?
it. Yes, because you watched the 13 movies.
The one where she got a twin. She has a twin in every
And then
single
she has
one
a
where they
triplet.
switch places.
Yeah.
Then she has a triplet, then a quadruplet, and then 5 of them. And now there's an army of
Come on, that's
fucking
good
Vanessa
family
Hudgens.
fun, and you're watching it again this holiday season.
I better not be. I'll be pissed.
So they announced that Cartoon Network, as we know it, will be ceased, and they are joining. I think it was with Warner Brothers.
Yeah, it hasn't been the same in a while, anyways.
Yeah. But I'm actually curious to know what is y'all favorite Cartoon Network show. For me, it's Dexter's Laboratory.
What?
Powder Puff Girls.
Why would you
Powder
ask
Puff Girls.
Luke that?
Favorite Cartoon Network show?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look him up.
Yeah,
I know that.
Powder Puff Girls.
No, that was Nick.
It's
That's
also
a terrible
Powerpuff
answer.
Girls, not Powder Puff.
Whatever, nigga. Powder, same shit.
DD, get out of my
They used
laboratory.
to fuck Mojo Jojo up.
Yeah, they did.
Favorite Cartoon Network shows?
Courage the Cowardly Dog is definitely a classic.
Nah, that shit was
Damn, they got all
trash.
these new ones on here.
Adventure Time is slept
Show
on.
was
Not enough people talk about Adventure
trash.
Time.
No, I didn't really like that.
Shows in 2000.
Damn, what was I watching on this? Nothing.
You never watched
Yes, but I'm looking for like what my sister would watch, and I don't really remember many of these.
Yeah, it's definitely
I
the
know
Powerpuff
Ed, Ed, and
Girls.
Look up like 2000s
You
Cartoon
gotta do a
Network.
90s.
Or 90s.
There was Dexter's Lab, Johnny Bravo, Johnny
That
Bravo.
was
Johnny
Johnny
Bravo
Bravo
was
was
solid.
that was a problematic and toxic
Yeah, exactly.
show.
Yeah. Ed, Ed and Eddie, Courage, Cow and
Solid.
Chicken,
Ed and Eddie, I actually didn't like. I feel like everyone
really?
fucked with that show. I didn't really like it.
Jawbreaker?
Rugrats.
That was
Uh-oh.
Cartoon Network?
Rugrats was lit.
wasn't-
No, what?
No,
No,
Rugrats wasn't Cartoon
Rugrats
Network.
That
Nickelodeon.
wasn't. Why is it on this list?
Rugrats was Nickelodeon.
Cartoon Network. Maybe. So yeah.
Ed and Eddie with the Jawbreaker.
It just gave me 90 shows. And
I
then-
did like Cow and Chicken.
Didn't like that.
Really,
It was definitely Powerpuff Girls. That's definitely the best.
Yeah, I
show.
think it might have been.
that might be like 3 for me after Adventure Time.
Bro, I don't.
Oh,
know
Oh wait,
any of
I
these.
really like and this is a hot take, but Teen Titans Go. I
Dang,
think
technically
is better than
Pokemon,
Teen
they had
Titans.
it on Cartoon Network, didn't it?
Did they? I
And
can't
Dragon Ball
remember.
Z.
Really?
Dragon Ball Z was on Cartoon Network, wasn't it?
My sister.
I
Actually,
guess it'd
now
be
that I'm looking at
Pokemon
this,
then.
she used to watch Codename Kids Next Door.
Oh yeah, that was a good show.
It'd be Pokemon. For
I
me.
remember that.
Nah,
one a little
Pokemon
bit.
wasn't on Cartoon Network. I like.
Yeah, but Dragon Ball Z.
They would
no?
show the movies sometimes, but I'm pretty
Wait,
sure Dragon Ball
Codename
Z
Kid
was.
Next Door was on Cartoon Network.
Yeah, that's what this is.
Oh.
Yo, send me that list because this is giving me mixed.
These are Cartoon Network originals.
Okay, I'll do that.
It showed on Cartoon Network from 2002 to 2008.
Cartoon Network originals shows.
Honestly, now that I'm looking at this,
You gonna go back and watch them all?
no,
G shit.
no, she
My dog about to tap into his thing.
Oh,
she used to watch more Nickelodeon than Cartoon Network.
Was Billy and Mandy Cartoon Network? Jeez, was that Cartoon Network?
I think so.
The Grim Advent. Okay, that's definitely number.
Oh,
3
Tom
for
and
me.
Jerry also was Cartoon Network.
All right, so then my top 3 is Dexter's Lab, Adventure Time, Grid Adventures of Billy and Mandy. That's top 3 right there. And then Powerpuff Girls is honorable mention.
Mojo Jojo.
Yeah, she
Yeah, Powerpuff Girls up there.
So you're
Yeah,
trash.
she used to watch more Nickelodeon than Cartoon
Yeah.
Network. So I don't really know what I would watch on Cartoon Network.
It
What
did.
my favorite
Yeah,
shows.
Cartoon Network did. I mean, Nickelodeon did have the better shows.
Yeah.
Yeah, facts. All right, we can move on to music though. So today, Lil Baby came out with an album. I think it's called Only Me or something like that. But it's long. I think all of us here agree that 23 songs is way too many.
Oh, watch
songs on
Hassan
the album.
Minaj's comedy too. Stand-up comedy is pretty good.
Oh yeah, Hassan Minaj. But Lil Baby, the album's 23 songs. I mean, you definitely know what you're gonna get going into it, and it gets a little repetitive after a while. But I mean, it's Lil Baby.
Never listened to a full Little Baby album. Isn't that
Yeah.
wild?
I don't think that's wild coming from you.
I don't think that's wild.
Really?
Yeah, coming from you.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people like Lil Baby, but I don't know. I don't think he's that lit to me.
Anything else music-wise before we go on to sports?
We can
I
sport
don't
it
have
up.
anything this week.
No.
All right, sports. We also don't have much, but NFL.
Eagles undefeated.
Yes,
I'm
Eagles.
leading. The
Barely.
pick'ems
Barely.
Don't matter. I'm still leading the pick'ems.
You beat by one game, right?
I'm still leading the pick'ems.
By one game, right?
I'm still leading the pick'ems.
Eagles. Y'all look good this week.
Yeah, we got Dallas Sunday night.
Nah, I meant this past week. Y'all looked good.
Nah, we look like shit. We played trash against Arizona. That game shouldn't have been that close.
Yeah, but Arizona. I mean, they're an okay
It's not that
team.
good. I don't think we played well at all. I thought the defensive play calling was trash. The offensive play
They
calling was
are who
trash.
we thought they were.
I just think our team's just better than them, so we barely made it through that game.
But it's-
I don't think it was a good game at all, actually.
It's the NFL. As long as you get a win, that's
Yeah,
all
for
that
sure.
matters.
Yeah, but you could look at a win and be like, we play like shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like we not gonna beat Dallas playing like that or being soft and not aggressive.
No, I think y'all will beat Dallas playing like that. Dallas, I don't think
not
is
like
that
how
good.
we played against Arizona. I don't think we will.
I don't think Dallas is that good.
Because offensive strategy was we didn't run the ball well. We didn't even try to run the ball that much. All we did was throw screens. We didn't take a shot.
I
down
mean,
the
based
field.
on game script, were you able to run the ball a lot? I didn't watch the game.
I could
Was
tell.
it close the whole game?
No, we was down. We was up 14. It wasn't close the whole game.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we just didn't do it well. Like we could have done it. We didn't commit
Then
to
you
it.
definitely could have run.
Yeah,
ran the
we
ball.
didn't commit
Yeah.
to it, and we would have been.
Makes
It wouldn't have
sense.
been close. But I do think this Sunday night football game is gonna be the most watched football game this year.
The most.
Yeah, because
watched,
of the Cowboys
yeah,
are on
Yeah,
it.
possibly.
What you mean? Eagles market is top 3, top 5 in the NFL.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yes, it is. Philadelphia market is top 5.
I mean,
in the NFL.
Cowboys are what, number one?
Probably. Top 5 football markets. I'm pretty sure the Eagles are top 5. But it's for the division lead. They're 4-1. We're 5-0. It's one of the oldest rivals in one of the oldest rivalries in the NFL. So it's gonna be a good game. It's lit. I'm excited. I got a lot of Cowboys fans that just want to talk shit too, but you
Yeah.
know, can't get ahead of myself. We got to get that W first. Yeah, definitely gonna be one of the tougher games.
Bucks are still looking like butt. We're 3-2. We got lucky against the Falcons. A very controversial call at the end of the game. Tom Brady gets sacked. Refs call roughing the passer because
Terrible call.
they said that he got slammed to the ground. A lot of people weren't happy about it. Of course, as a Bucks fan, I'm not going to complain, but we got to get it together. Our defense has been looking good. Our offense is very stagnant. Receivers has been in and out of games. But I'm hoping that this upcoming week versus the Steelers that we can kind of put it all together and not look like butt. Dolphins, they're on their third string quarterback.
Okay,
so
y'all are sixth.
Oh, right out of the top 5. Tough.
yeah, Dolphins, they're on their third string quarterback. So I
No,
don't
we're
know
not. We're four on this
how
list.
that'll go moving on.
No, I saw y'all at sixth on the list I was looking at.
Sorry.
And then Washington football team squeaked out a dub
that
last
has
night.
NBA and MLB.
Shh. Sorry, Zach.
No, one thing that we didn't mention,
Mm-hmm.
and I just mentioned it, so we mentioned it. NBA starts Tuesday.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
It's football
we-
season. Nobody cares about the NBA.
Nah, I feel like I've flipped a little bit of a
Wait,
switch.
did any of y'all watch the fucking Lakers thing that I've been begging y'all to
No,
watch?
bro.
Why would we watch
I don't
that?
have time for that.
Yeah, for real. What the fuck?
Y'all
I watched
the
Dream
fucking
Team.
Dream.
Yeah, we
I
watched
watched
the
Dream
Dream
Team.
Team.
Wait, I watched Dream Team,
Redeem Team.
Yeah, we watched the
and it
Dream
was
Team.
good.
Yeah, that's good.
But I also don't, and I'm gonna sound like a fucking
A dweeb.
a dweeb. There are certain things about the Olympics that I don't really support, but I did like the Redeem Team. That's all I'll say.
We're 5, bro.
Now I want to know what these things are.
So historically, there have been. I don't even know if I'm going to explain this great, but like, when cities bid to host the Olympics,
Yeah.
they do a lot of like cleaning up of the city.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they build stadiums and things to
Right.
host, right? And they put a lot of the homeless community out, like pushing them out from the city,
that area of the city.
the area, and I mean that's like one big thing for me. I don't really
And
like
when they
that.
leave,
Yeah, but
they
is-
take
is
all the
it-
business away too.
Is it
Yes.
the Olympics that are doing it, or is it like
I mean, it's not
The-
the Olympics, but it's a fallout from hosting the Olympics or wanting to host the Olympics.
yeah?
Not only that, but there have been some like political protests around around the same time as a lot of the Olympics.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically, it's like Mexico in like 1960s or 1970s, where Mexico was hosting, and they were having some political protests, like right when athletes were coming over to Mexico, traveling to Mexico, and the Mexican government literally ordered the Mexican army to murder all of the people. I don't know how you like.
That's crazy.
Let me find the exact year.
Yeah, I mean, but even still, like, it's caused by the Olympics, but it's not the
it's
Olympics
called
that's doing it. It's like the countries that are, and it seems like there's messed up countries
Mexican armed
place.
forces opened fire on a group of unarmed civilians. 1968 Summer Olympics. There were 350 to 400 deaths.
Is there a documentary
Jeez.
for that? I can
Yeah,
watch?
there is. You can also look up I don't know how to pronounce that. It's a part of Mexico City.
Tlalococo.
Let me see.
This nigga just said he didn't have time to watch anything.
No, this is, no. I didn't watch. Oh,
No, he's talking about
him,
Phil.
not me. Not
He's
me.
like, oh, let me
I
watch
watched.
that.
I watched this a few years ago. I watched it a few years ago. But yeah, 1968 Summer Olympics.
Yep, I don't know.
It was about 400 people died, just unarmed civilians, like in the street, murdered them, then took their bodies and just like took it out of the city and dumped their bodies somewhere, because it was like, there was I can't remember the exact story and what was going on, but there was like some people who didn't agree with what the government was doing, protested specifically during the Olympics because obviously the whole world is watching at that point. And so yeah, it was a massacre of unarmed civilians, and it's not, that's not like the only time something like that has happened. We've seen like racism in the Olympics. So certain things I don't agree with. Again, I'm not explaining it great, but
But it's the Olympics.
And Luke said
Yeah.
all that just to say, if you don't want to watch the Redeem Team, you should watch the Lakers documentary that I've been
That's not
telling
what I
everyone
was
to
saying.
watch.
But for NBA, I did want. And yes, like sorry to go off on like you can find racism in any
And
like
everything.
aspect, anything you look at, right? So like
I think it's highlighted in just like peaks. It seems
Yeah.
I don't have a lot of information, but it just seems like there's peaks and these things are highlighted around the Olympics because one, countries have an incentive to keep it safe so people don't leave and they can get tourism, and they can show Olympics, hey, we have infrastructure to handle this, and then two, there's people who want to get their message across, knowing that this is going to be a big event, you know?
Yeah, I guess I don't have maybe I don't. It's not. Again, it's not the Olympics that I have a problem with. It's like what happens in the city or cities
Yeah,
that are bidding.
So you hate every country because it happens every time. In
It
every
does happen.
country.
It does happen
Yeah.
every time in every country, and I think that maybe you only choose the city that's gonna host based on who currently already has the infrastructure.
Nobody. Which is
Nah,
why
you
they
can't.
always
Like,
build this shit.
So the
No,
reason
I
why
mean,
they
you s-
don't do that is because like the Olympics bring so much. Like
Yes,
it's
but-
it's an economic event. So like the country will do everything they can to take it on because they're gonna get an economic boom and it's gonna benefit the people there vastly also because they're gonna be spending food. There's like a huge
Yes.
tourism event.
Yes.
So it's like if you only go
So
to
it's-
places that already have the infrastructure, then countries are gonna be like, you guys aren't coming here for so many other reasons.
Yes,
Like
but you're not
that's
taking,
also been
but
a,
you're
a
not
thing
taking
too.
care of the people who are already in your city, right?
There's a documentary about
So-
this shit.
so if you're not taking care of them-
you're catering to all the people who are going to come to the city and spend money, but you're not taking care of the people who are
Right,
already
and
there.
then the argument to that is like now that this happened, one, we got a boom of money from this, and now there's all this infrastructure,
But they
and
don't-
we have a
but they don't
nice
do-
stadium and so on and so forth.
Yeah, but what do they do with that?
And
Like,
guess what? We also had to pay all these people here to build that stuff. We didn't hire people; they hired people within.
Yeah.
Like there's
yeah, people.
so-
Some people are going to benefit. Like the businesses that are going to build a stadium, sure. Like whoever that contractor is.
and all the people that are
Infrastructure.
hired,
Yeah,
and all the
sure.
people who sell merchandise, and it's
Yeah,
like
I definitely
it's a
imagine
huge.
that it does.
That's why people. That's why they bid, and that's why they go to different places instead of going to the same places because it's to spread
Well,
that.
who do you think's going to
kind
pocket
of
majority of
wealth.
that money? Politicians.
Yeah, but
I don't know, politicians,
still, I
maybe,
think it's
but-
going to do more good for the economy, as AJ is saying, than
That's why they go to different places, and
I
why
guess.
places will bid for it is for that reason. Yeah, some messed up stuff happens, and I'm not saying it's just like there's never going to be a situation where it's all good, you know? Like everything that comes of something is all good. Like there's always going to be people who that are displaced, but then there's also people who wouldn't have made as much money as they made during that time, who are local vendors and
I
so
don't know.
on and so forth.
I feel like you could do both.
You can, but there's still gonna be a. It's not gonna be 100%.
Like you can say
you see what I'm saying?
like as like a.
I'm not saying like you can't avoid shooting people because
No.
because there's that you mentioned, but
Yeah.
there's
No, but as a like if I were like in some position of power, I could be like, okay, yes, we're gonna host the Olympics and we're gonna build this and displace a homeless community, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna build in another area, maybe like some type of shelter for homeless people.
okay. Yeah,
Like I mean, you can have both, but they don't do that.
you can, but even still, they're still being displaced. You know?
Yeah, but
And
at
as
least now they have a home and they're not on the street.
Yeah.
Like I'd rather if I'm a homeless and you're gonna move me 5 miles away from where I am or where my community is. I mean, you're putting a roof over my head. Like, yeah, like, I mean, it's doing something
Mhm.
rather than doing nothing.
No, I mean there's idealistically there's definitely options, but I mean we're not making decisions. We don't know the logistics of it. A lot of that stuff it's a little bit deeper than that. Sounds cool, you know. That sounds like a good idea. But the reason they
I mean, they're definitely
The
gonna make
reason why
enough
they
money to
move-
be able to afford it.
huh?
They're definitely gonna make enough money from the Olympics to be
Right.
able to afford it.
That's true too. But a big reason why they go to places like that, like they went to Rio, they don't come to U.S. every time or developed countries all the time, is for that reason. And even in developed countries, people are still getting displaced.
You were gonna say something else about NBA, Luke.
Yeah, I wanted to before the season starts, maybe give our pick on finals before the season starts. So
Way too early picks.
I mean, yeah, because once the season starts, like, I mean, I know we can have multiple pods before the season ends, but just so we can look back at it and see how close we were.
Bucks Warriors.
I think I have Sixers Warriors. I think James, Mr. Harden, finally gets there.
You think the Warriors? So you guys think Warriors repeat?
You said Sixers.
I
Warriors?
think they going back. I don't think they repeat because I don't think they beat Giannis. Because remember, Chris Middleton wasn't healthy last
You
year.
think okay?
I mean,
And
I'd
Giannis is still the best player in the
yeah,
world.
I'd like to see the Heat.
What do you
get
guys
there.
think about the Nets? What are they gonna do?
I don't see
I
the
don't think
Nets
the
doing
Nets get
anything.
No.
Nah.
Too much turmoil. Who is the head coach now?
I would have picked the
It's still
Lakers
Steve
if they
Nash.
Oh, is
traded.
it?
Nothing
Oh,
I would
okay.
I would have picked the Lakers if they traded Westbrook.
Dang. So what do you guys think about the Clippers?
I mean, what teams got great over the summer?
Clippers.
Clippers
I mean,
will be
if
better.
They
Denver
can't
will
stay
be
healthy.
better.
I'm not sold on the Clippers.
Mavs got a little bit better.
What'd the Clippers do to get better?
They just added John Wall.
John Wall and Kawhi is back.
Yeah,
They were
Kawhi.
missing
gotta
a whole
stay
Kawhi.
healthy.
No, I forgot about John Wall.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Denver has Jamal Murray coming back.
Yeah.
But he's always hurt. He always gets hurt.
All I know
think
is
Dallas is
Warriors
gonna
for
be pretty
sure.
Dallas, I think Dallas would be good. They were in the Western Conference Finals, and they added Christian
Oh,
Wood.
I did want to. Also, I mean, we can still give our predictions because AJ and I haven't yet.
Yeah, I don't even
But
want to pick.
how
I
good do you
don't know.
think the Timberwolves are going to be? Now they got Rudy.
I think they'll be a playoff team, like a actual playoff team. I think they might be a 5 seed.
Yeah.
Sounds
What do you
still
think?
buns to me.
Zach,
What
what do you think? What do you
about
think
the
it'll be?
Grizzlies? I mean, sorry, the Timberwolves.
Yeah. The Timberwolves are the one team in the West that I wanted to see.
Well, Phil just said
And
it, but I don't believe in Karl Anthony Towns.
You think they'll be a playoff team?
Yeah, I think T Wolves will be, and Gobert is definitely going to help them.
Yeah.
Because not only that, but like,
Because now Towns can shoot threes
and now
all day
Utah
long.
moves out of that playoff race
Yeah,
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. For
and they
me,
still have D'Lo, right?
If
Yeah.
Pelicans can stay healthy, that's gonna be a fun
and
team
they
to
have
watch.
Anthony Edwards, your boy Kermit.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it'll be I think it'll probably be Warriors Bucks. One team that I do like.
You think Warriors gonna get over the pool Draymond drama?
Yeah, I think they will. They'll find a way. Steph's
Draymond
too
will get
good.
traded before the end of the year. No, I don't think so.
I don't know if he will.
No, he won't. They just won't re-sign him for a big contract.
And then on the East, I did want to ask about the Cavs because they obviously added Mitchell.
Yeah, they're
And
both.
they were what?
I think they're gonna be a
in
5
the
seed.
play-in?
They didn't play. They lost in the play-in.
Yeah, they lost in the play-in.
Yeah, I don't
But
think Mitchell takes you
they'll
over
be,
the
I
hump.
think Mitchell takes them.
You think so?
I don't think he takes them to the finals, but I think he makes them like a 4
players.
seed. I could see them as a 4 seed.
Oh, I said 5. So, where you? Which one are you, Luke?
I mean, from playing to 4 seed is
Yeah.
is decent.
Well, they were a 7th seed, and they
I think
were 6th. They just lost a bunch in the last week of the season.
Yeah, I think it'll be Bucks Warriors.
I really wish the Lakers would have traded Westbrook, so I would pick the Lakers.
I don't know. I'm interested to see. I mean, obviously, I have Heat bias, but Kyle Lowry in the best shape of his life.
And Hero's hooping too. Like Hero, I mean, he just got paid, but
And Oladipo would be, well, he's like almost like, no, he's not like Klay Thompson, but it's that situation where he didn't really play much of the season and then had to come back and he was dropped the 40 ball. So that'll be fun to see too.
For sure. Y'all got anything else?
I think that's it.
No, that's it.
All right, it's been the Ocho Cinco episode.
Yes,
Another
sir.
episode of Save for the Pod. Phil hit the drop.
That was
Peace.
a weak drop.